your man?
Baga, baga, baga kembe.
Why should I be your girl?
Kemba psege, kemba pkache.
Why should I be your girl?
Qui dès qu'on va marcher.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. Yes, we're in here with the First Lady.
Oh, good boy, mama.
Mon Dieu,
Chérie, mon vie.
mon Dieu,
Doudou, mon vie.
mon Dieu,
Chérie, mon vie. Doudou,
mon Dieu.
Hey.
Mon Dieu,
Chérie, mon vie.
mon Dieu,
Doudou, mon vie.
mon Dieu.
Mais qu'à bloquer, tu y pas de non, pas de casino. Moi, les deux, c'est que chaque fois, je t'emmène. Oh, pas de moi, les deux, c'est que chaque fois, je t'emmène. But you know, ça s'en passer. C'est moi, Richard, même mauvais. Galop, même mauvais. Mais sous la fenêtre, Magali guitare, parle dans tes choses, moi. Mon vie, si j'ai
I wanna be your man. I wanna be your man. Why should I be your girl? Why should I be your girl?
Yes, folks. Thank you for tuning into the dinner table. Sorry for the delay, everybody. We had a little bit of technical difficulty, but we are here. We're running a little bit late, but we are in the building for today's episode of the dinner table. For all you newcomers, the dinner table is a platform where we give you food for thought, take it with a grain of salt, and you do the dishes. So we always give you something to think about. It might be something that, is a touchy subject. It might be something that we feel you need to know. It might be something that is current. It might be something old. So today we are here with our wonderful guest, goes by the name of Firstladyspeakz, who's joining us. So I'm going to give her a round of applause for coming in and working with me today.
Thank you.
So before we get things started, I want to give you an opportunity to let people know about who you are.
Okay, this is a return for me to the airwaves. So I did radio for a little bit for a station in Boston. I also do some blogging, which you can go to yourtango.com, Firstladyspeakz. I have a few blogs on there. There's the club, there's So We're Sexing Tonight. Quite a bit of a piece of material there that you can get to know me better. I try to be involved as much as possible in things that are going on in Boston. I'm an avid night going out. You'll probably see me and meet a lot of people that way. So, yeah, that's Firstladyspeakz. I'm extremely opinionated. I back up what I say with how I walk, so I'm okay with what I say. So, let's get it.
That's how we do it. That's how we roll over here. So today, folks, if you didn't already know, and you should know, anybody who's 21 plus or actually 18 plus, because at that point you are able to vote. The election for our new governor is being held this Tuesday, as a matter of fact. And so if you're not aware of it, Governor, what's our governor's name?
Deval Patrick.
Thank you. Slipped my mind. I was about to say Menino, but
For my great town.
rest in peace, Mayor Menino.
Yes.
Governor Deval Patrick will no longer be in position. He did have the chance to, but I guess he chose not to run again. So we are going to have a new governor. And if you don't know who the candidates are, we're going to talk about that today and a little bit about what it is that they're bringing to the table. All right. So, Firstladyspeakz, is there anything you want to start off with saying?
Well, you did start off by saying rest in peace, Mayor Menino. If you've been watching the news today in Boston,
Yes.
you know he's
Oh.
at Faneuil Hall right now. People are paying their respects to him. Such a giant
Oh, wow, is
in
he?
Boston's
I didn't know
politics.
that.
Yeah, I was gonna actually hit you
Wow.
up and was like, "Do you want to go down there?"
Yeah,
I,
that
would,
would
like,
have been
I like
good.
quirky things like that, but it's kind of cold though.
Right.
The people were outside
Oh,
and
man.
the wind was going, so I was like, I wanted to
Right.
go, but but there's the rally. I mean, he's gonna be going through the city tomorrow on his way to church for his funeral. So they're like, they have all these stops that they'll be going through in all the different towns of Boston that they'll be driving through. Yeah,
Okay.
So if you
Well-
want to go to Blue Hill Avenue, he'll be there. It starts at 10:45.
Oh, I'll be at work.
Yeah.
I will be at work. So, well, rest in peace to the Menino
Yes.
family. Definitely our condolences. Such a wonderful man. He put in a lot of work, folks. For anybody, you know, who's 30 plus, you already know he's been here for 20 years and he's changed a lot when it comes to the
Yeah.
face of Boston. So, we owe him a lot. We owe him a lot of thanks. He's a very respectable man. And one thing I can say about him is this guy showed up for everything. If there was ever a perfect attendance like prize
Yeah.
for politicians, he deserved it every single year. Like this guy showed up. It didn't matter if he was sick, crippled, and obviously, you know, it was cancer that took him. It didn't matter what he was going through. He showed up in wheelchairs. He showed up
Yeah.
in everything. It
That's-
didn't matter the weather.
That's the one thing they said when the Boston Marathon. The Boston Marathon, that bombing happened.
Mhm.
He was in hospital, and he got out the hospital.
Yeah.
He was going to be down there in
Right.
Boylston to see what happened and direct and lead the city. And that was most definitely what he was known for. If a murder happened in Hyde Park, near where he lives at, they said that you don't be. I've heard stories where like you look up and he's right there trying
Right.
to figure out what's going on because he's found out about it. He's been because it's his neighborhood. So
Right.
he was most definitely a present mayor who wanted to be involved. And they said politics. He didn't play politics.
Mhm.
Republican or Democrat. They said you were going to work with him, and he didn't care.
Yeah.
And he was just going to get it done. So he was most definitely a personable mayor. And I've heard countless stories of people saying they reached out to the mayor's office or wrote letters, and he moved on it. And that's what he moved when you wrote him, and he didn't just let it go in one ear and out the other, or
Right.
kiss the baby and did for the
Right.
press ops. Like he was that hands-on mayor. So I mean, I attribute my first job. I mean, I'm not from Boston. I'm from Milton, and my first job was in Boston working for the Red Shirt. So I mean, the man was amazing, and
He really was.
He affected and touched everybody.
He really was. So, rest in peace, Mr. Menino.
Yes.
So with that being said, like I said, we're going to talk about the candidates for governor. If you don't know some of the candidates, I don't know all of them. I only know about 2 or 3 of them off the top of
I mean,
my
at
head.
this point, it's really only 2.
Right. That's really what it boils down to.
Yeah.
You have Charlie Baker, who's a Republican, and you have Martha Coakley, who's a Democrat. And it's probably going to come down to the wire, but
Are you naturally yourself? Are you automatically just a Democrat, or?
I don't even really claim a side. I'm all about who's the right person for the job. I really am. I don't care what party you claim, and that just goes even outside of politics. When it comes to assigning somebody a job, and you have to hire that person, no matter what the job is, you have to hire the right person for the job. The person who's going to do the job, do it well, brings the most to the table, and they're the most trustworthy. I don't base it on anything else, and I see that, and especially when it comes to politics, I don't know why people base it on anything outside of that when it comes to politics.
Yeah.
Because now if you base it on that, on the wrong things, and you choose this person is your candidate for the next 4 years. If they mess up, who's to blame?
Yeah.
It falls on you who voted or didn't vote. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now I don't really know too many of the points or too many of the things that they're pushing that gives them an edge, but that's what I want us to go over. So if you know of any of them, definitely let us know.
I mean, for Massachusetts and what they were talking about, it's always taxes, like raising taxes.
Right.
Right. And I mean, to me, I don't even buy into it. They're gonna raise taxes. Like I don't even believe that one's not gonna raise the tax over the
Right.
other. They always are talking about welfare reform. Who's doing welfare, and that's such on a grand scale that comes federally because it's such a federal program. So if it gets cut there's only so much that they can do. So I don't even for me, think they talk about the things that matter to me. You know what I
Personally.
mean? To me personally, what
Right.
matters to me personally is this high ass rent going on in Boston right
Right.
now. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's what matters to me. Schools being funded and getting more money and stuff like that. That's what matters to me. Police detail, you know,
Yes.
small businesses, and the fact that if you go up and down Blue Hill Avenue in Roxbury and Dorchester and Hyde Park, that we don't have restaurants. They've taken all of our clubs, and they like to say that it's violence and the reason why we don't have those spots. But I've been and gone and seen fights in Boston, and those establishments are still standing.
Yeah.
So to me, it's the small businesses that affect, or the opportunity to have small businesses within the African American community, that bothers me the most.
I agree with you 100% on that. Like, there is a major lacking when it comes to that. Black-owned businesses, black-run organizations. It's really bad, and a lot of it, you know, obviously it's all political, because at the end of the day, you know, licenses need to be granted for things like that.
Yeah.
Certain loans need to be offered for things like that, and you know, whatever is, like I said, it's all political, but putting the right person in place is why it's so important to vote for the right person who's able to, like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel that Marty Walsh, I don't know too much about him as an individual. Whether I liked him or not, he's our mayor right now. But one thing that I liked about him that he was pushing is that he wanted to kind of re-energize or revitalize the nightlife in Boston. And that was one of his strong points. And I was like, I've heard it before from other
Didn't think
candidates.
he was gonna move, did you?
Right, you know.
Move fast.
and I was, because I remember when they teased us with the, oh, Boston's gonna stay open till 3:00.
Yeah.
And then somebody else was like, oh, we're gonna make Boston a 24-hour city. And I'm like, yeah, nice. Boston is still a 1:45. The lights are on.
He did the trial run during the summer.
Yes,
he
he
did
did.
for the waterfront area, and then T has did the extended hours to see how it
Yes,
would mesh and
for
to
a
see
year
how it would
now.
go for a year now. So I do think he is moving. I think he is gonna
Right.
more than anybody has.
Exactly.
So to me, I don't want to talk about him because I know we were just talking about his funeral. If you ask me, I think Tom May Menino, to me, the last time he ran, I wouldn't have voted for him because I think, you know, because of time and a place, and I think there was a season of change that needed to happen. I thought,
Right.
and I think Marty Walsh, when he comes in and talking about bringing in and extending the nightlife, that's what we need.
We really do.
When I think about moving out the city, right, my biggest problems is really the nightlife. Not necessarily because, you know, I'm not at the club every night, but at the same time, shows don't come here like they come to other cities.
Right.
Plays don't come here like they come to other cities. People don't have concerts here like that, like, you know, like you do in other
Right.
cities. There's an element of a lot missing that I don't find, that I don't like about Boston. I feel like sometimes we're too tight on certain things. I will say Charlie Baker today, when I was listening to him on the news, he was saying that he do want to do more about, you know, stop making it so hard with the permits, and so that people can get more things and can build and stuff like that. So I mean, he is most definitely, that's part of what he's talking about. So
Oh, I hope he stays with that. Because, like you said, you know, with what Marty Walsh has already implemented, even though it's a trial run, I think it's a great opportunity, as long as we as a people don't mess it up, as long as, you know, homicides don't increase between those hours of the late night that this is going on. I think it's great, and it just doesn't make sense why, up to this point, being that, you know, Boston is a college town.
yes,
This is what it's known for. Boston isn't really known for like anything else outside of that. Everything else is kind of based around it. So when you're a town that has a whole bunch of 18 to 22-year-olds running around, they're not running to the library every night.
No,
like,
they're not.
you know, they need to release.
exactly.
And you have to provide some sort of environment. You would think that Boston would be one of those towns that implemented some sort of an 18-plus nightlife.
Well, like Providence. Well, I will
Right.
say though. I mean, I've gone out to Providence, and it's not. I don't enjoy going out and being around 18-year-olds.
Right. No,
Well, I mean, at this point, I don't enjoy being around 21-year-olds.
But it's there. They
Yeah,
should have a, you know, draw the
yes.
line between the events. But when you have a whole bunch of, you know, because freshmen are usually 18, 19, or 17 and 19. And, you know, just to be fair, it's like, you know, have your 21-plus nights, but maybe have like an 18 plus night
I don't know.
somewhere.
I think I'm a little prunish.
I wouldn't
I know,
attend.
but you got this Kylie Jenner running around with Tiger, and you know, there's too much. It's too much. Like
It's a lot.
it's a lot going on
It
right
is
now.
a lot. It is a lot.
You know, what's his name is dating an 18-year-old.
Who's dating an 18?
The Game.
The Game, the rapper?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot. They don't look 18 no more.
Isn't he in his 30s?
I'm just saying. I don't think I'm ready there. I'm not there yet with the 18-year-olds.
Well,
Because they're legal, and that's all they're gonna say. They're legal.
True. They
Maybe
are
they
legal.
need a couple years of little dorm parties to get acclimated into new life and new freedom. Maybe not the clubs. Maybe not the
Like
club.
full fledged. Like this is his main squeeze.
Hey, that's what they're saying.
Wow.
That's what they're saying.
Well,
But
hey.
I read an article and I wrote a blog about, these two girls who ended up getting killed in Florida, and they were 18 and 19 years old. They were strippers. Something happened somewhere, but I had to sit back because I'm like, at 18 and 19 years old, when I graduated high school, I thought I was gonna take over the world. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, farthest thing from my mind was I thinking like I'm gonna get on this pole and make this,
Right,
know,
make
just
this
to-
money. Yeah, it's a whole different ball game.
When I was reading the story, it wasn't even like they were in college. Like, this is what they wanted to do. They kept on, the parents, like, they kept on saying, no, people knew that's what they wanted to do. Best
the
friends
parents
stripping.
too knew that
Yeah,
they were doing that.
Listen, the parents knew. The two best friends, they
Wow.
had goals and dreams of stripping. And that's where we're at right now. So I'm like, oh, no. Like, yeah, that's it.
Well, I don't know, but
Get there.
well, that's crazy. That's a whole topic for a whole nother show right there. So, getting back to Mr. Baker and Ms. Coakley, just to let you guys know, there are other people running. According to some of the information I'm reading here that I looked up, there's a gentleman by the name of Evan Falchuk, who I actually ran into at the Rosendale Parade, and he's neither Republican nor Democrat. He's third party, and there are some other independent candidates who are running. I believe one's a pastor, Scott Lively, and his running mate Shelley Saunders, and there's another gentleman, businessman by the name of Jeff McCormick, and his running mate Tracy Post are also running. But you won't really hear those names come Tuesday.
Yeah, it's just a Coakley and Baker race at
pretty
this
much.
point. Hopefully, I mean, I've already made up my mind. I'm a fan. I mean, we were talking about earlier, and I'm voting for Coakley. It just, to me, the press in Massachusetts, to me, seems to be really hard on women who run for politics. I mean, hard to the extent like, okay, she made a mistake, but the way they hammer, women in politics is ridiculous here. She's made a mistake, didn't know certain things, but there's people in the other aisle, like Charlie Baker this week when he made that blunder, during a debate in that story that he completely lied about. I mean, but they don't hammer him as much as they do women. So I don't know. Like, it just seems like, and if you look at our history, we don't have a strong history of strong women in politics in Massachusetts. Now, I'm a big fan of Elizabeth Warren. So
Yes, I was going to mention her name earlier.
that's and when I do run one day, Elizabeth Warren is the type of politician that I love because she's going to say it. She's in your face.
Right.
She didn't go down there thinking I'm a junior senator who's going to play my role and move up the ranks. She just went down there taking names and just handling her business for the state of Massachusetts. So I'm extremely proud of Elizabeth Warren. So, they're talking about her for 2016.
For president, right?
Yes. I think that's a game changer right there. But I hope she doesn't do it.
You don't want her to do it? How come?
I'm a Clinton girl too.
Oh, okay, Hillary.
I'm a Hillary Clinton. She has time to, to do, pay her dues, and it'll be her time again. But I'm voting for Hillary if she does do 2016.
Nice. Okay, well, we'll see how that plays out when that time comes.
Yep, it's coming. So exciting times.
So I want to let people know, because one thing that another aspect of the whole voting realm is not only will you be voting for who the new governor will be, but you're also voting on particular questions. I don't even know what all the questions are, me personally, but
This is gas tax question here.
What question is that?
Okay, so I have it up. This meant tax would automatically increase every year without the legislation having to vote on it. Let me see, because this is the question that that Martha Coakley got wrong when they asked her how much was the gas tax, and she said 10 cents, and I guess it was 24 cents.
Okay. I
So-
think that's question number 1. It says it
Yes.
addresses the state's gas tax. Okay.
Yeah, that's
So basically, all right, so to give you guys a rundown, it says a yes vote on question 1, which addresses the state's gas tax. A yes vote would eliminate the annual automatic adjustment of the tax, which is now at 24 cents per gallon, based on the consumer price index. Under this proposed law, the legislature would have to act in order to raise the tax. So in order for them to raise the tax on gas, the legislature would have to get involved if you vote yes on that. If you vote no, it means the tax would continue to adjust automatically. So that almost seems like a no-brainer.
yeah.
Everyone should be voting yes on that
Yes.
one. You know?
Yes, for the gas tax
Yeah,
one. Yes, please,
exactly.
people.
Let's
Yeah.
vote yes on the gas tax.
Automatic things are not good. And
Right.
that probably segues to the next question about the water bottle tax, because that's something that happens automatically, which they're trying
Oh.
to change for happening, where, you know, that 5-cent deposit that you for certain.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so basically that, I mean, that was created because, you know, for recycling purposes and collection purposes, it was an incentive. So if you turn in the bottles, you get 5 cents back.
Right.
So basically, people feel like it's not needed nowadays because, like in my town, we put our bottles in the recycling bin.
Oh,
so,
true.
So that 5 cents that the state is collecting,
Mm-hmm.
people aren't taking it back. So they're saying it's going to the state.
To the state.
Yeah. So basically, I don't see
Ah.
why it would still be needed here either.
So that would be a no on that vote? Is that what that is?
I think it was a no. Nothing changes. So if you vote no, and that's I think people get confused
Yeah.
with
That's
how to
what I-
vote. Because if you vote no, nothing changes. Your bottles will cost the same as they do now, and you still won't give 5 cents for recycling them.
And it says if you vote yes on that, it would extend the deposit law to all non-alcoholic, non-carbonated beverages not already included, with some exceptions.
So that's a no.
So that would be, so I guess if you vote yes and it extends it to that, then that means that 5 cents and money that's collected, if it's still, I mean, with that one, you know, there are still some people who do take things there, but ever since they implemented the whole recycling thing, like they even gave us all free recycling bins.
Yeah.
Like that's a pickup now. So I think more people do the recycling, which would give them the state more money.
And I know in towns, like especially like where I'm from, $3 a bag for your garbage, and it forces you to separate garbage because your recycling is free. So it makes sure that you don't put your bottles and your
Right.
paper and stuff in the garbage. So yeah, in most towns they do pretty well with recycling. So
Okay. So I guess that one can go both ways. I personally, it looks like I would probably vote no on that. I'll leave it the way it is. I could care less right now anyway. I mean, I just recycle. I throw it in that blue bin, put it out in front of the house, call it a week.
I
You know.
would vote yes on that. Let's keep our coins to ourselves and not give it to the state if we don't have to.
Oh, is voting yes meaning that we keep the coins to ourselves?
No, you're right. I'm sorry. No means we keep the coins.
Okay, because
We
I
keep
wanted
our
to make,
coins,
make
yes.
sure about that.
I'm
All
voting
right.
no. I'm gonna keep my coins.
All
And
right,
5
yes.
cents counts.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that adds up.
It's gonna go to pay for that gas tax.
That's right. That's right. That falls right back into number one. All
Okay, so
right.
the most important question for me on the ballot is actually these casino questions.
And that's question number 3.
Yeah.
That's going to be a huge one, folks. If you guys haven't been keeping up with this casino thing, it's going to be a major game changer.
Springfield has, like, you see those commercials? Like, Springfield, this is just it for us. We're coming back. You been to Springfield?
No, not in a while.
They need it.
They need it.
They
huh?
need it.
Are they building one out there?
Huh?
Are they building a casino out
That's
there?
what they want. They want to build a casino in
I
Springfield.
thought they were building one in like Revere or
They
Lynn or
are.
something.
They are. They want to build two.
Ah,
They
so they're
want
going to be
want
all
to
over the
bring
place.
Springfield and Everett.
Wow.
So nobody's going to Connecticut anymore. I bet you
telling
Connecticut's like,
like
no.
right. They're kicking rocks
They're
somewhere.
kicking rock somewhere. Springfield most definitely sees it as a way to bring back their city. They need as much possible. You know, it's a
Revenue.
rough city.
It is.
It's a rough city.
It really is.
It's
They don't get no love.
no.
None. Shout out to all my people from Springfield if you're listening. We love you. You are welcome to the dinner table anytime.
Yes, you are. The Ave. I heard the Ave. There's an Ave in Springfield. So.
There's a what?
The Ave.
Oh, there's there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Shoot,
Gangsta.
we need to go on the app.
No.
We'll just bulletproof.
I'll sit in my car.
Everything, right?
Hi.
I'll
No,
use
sir.
50 Cent's Hummer, bulletproof everything. So question 3, folks, it says a yes vote on question 3 would prohibit the Massachusetts Gaming Commission from issuing licenses for casinos and other gaming establishments, primarily those with table games and or slot machines. This prohibition would void licenses previously issued. Wagering on live simulcast Greyhound races would be illegal as well. So that's what a yes vote would get you, is prohibition pretty much on the gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Voting no leaves current state gaming laws as is. Now, when they say as is, I'm not really aware of what current state.
It would
Gaming laws
repeal a vote that occurred because it says here nothing changes. The Plainville Slots Parlor from Penn National Games opens next spring, which I've heard they're already building. So, the Springfield and Everett casinos from MGM Resorts and Wynn Resorts open as soon as 2007. So no one knows when the casinos in the southern Mass will open. So, but it just means that we voted already and we decided that. And the state has decided that they were going to give these licenses to these, for this gaming, and so they're saying that
Okay.
it would stand. If you vote
With
no, then giving
everything
these
stays the
licenses would
same.
stand.
Okay.
Everything would stay the same.
So it's up to, that can go either way depending on which way you bend. I personally would more than likely vote no, because I don't mind seeing casinos here.
Yeah,
I
we're
think-
so blue. I mean,
Yeah, we need some-
That's what goes back to the
something.
nightlife thing.
Right.
We just need to, like, I have to go to Connecticut to go to great shows.
Right.
Like, you know,
You're
so
right. Mohegan Sun and Foxwood. That's where they all go.
that's where all the
That's
great
where the
shows, and
big
that goes
show-
back to why,
Yep.
if you're not a college student and you like the clubs every weekend,
Yeah.
what do?
Nothing.
You have nothing to do.
Twiddle your
So
thumbs.
the great shows aren't coming to Massachusetts, and this is just another opportunity just to
Bring
bring
them.
more.
That's true. And just it provides a lot of jobs. It'll employ a lot of people, and with jobs comes everything else. Increase of money, increased revenue, increases housing, and increases a lot. Some people say, oh well, people with the addictions. I mean, there's addictions in everything. Though.
Everything.
You can't really, that's like saying, well, because of all the car deaths, you're gonna stop making cars.
Yeah.
There's a negative to everything. So
They ain't closing any alcohol stores, and there's
thank you.
tons of.
Right.
I mean, CVS is the only one not selling cigarettes.
Right. I think they sell cigarettes,
No,
don't
they
they?
stopped. Have you seen their commercials?
Oh,
We've
they stopped
decided
now?
to stop. Yeah, CVS is taking out the cigarettes.
Okay. Well, hey,
But, those cause deaths, and nobody's.
nobody's saying nothing about them.
So exactly. Willpower, people. Willpower.
Right. Come on,
Don't
folks.
use us to police your bad habits.
Exactly.
I'm
So
with
we did 3. So how many? I think what is it? There's a total of 4.
I
It looks
think
like.
so. Let me keep going. I'm on Boston.com right now.
I see a
The
4th
sick
one.
days. I didn't know anything about this one.
Yeah, it covers employee. Question 4 covers employee sick time. This is another major one for all of you employed folks out here.
Oh.
Yeah. So it says here, if you vote yes on question 4, this would allow workers to earn and use a set amount of paid or unpaid sick time per year based on specific conditions, such as the size of their companies. If you vote no, it maintains the current laws.
That's a yes.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
with
thinking that's a yes.
I mean, you seen the I mean, I didn't know what the commercials were, but I didn't think it was about this state. But I did remember seeing a commercial, and the lady was like, "Well, I think she worked in fast food or something," and she's like, "Well, my boss told me if I didn't get back to work, I'll lose my job, and my daughter was sick, and so I had to send her to
school like that.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't think that anybody should be put
That's
in that
crazy.
position. If you have that
Right.
sick time, that you should be able to use it.
Especially if it's earned, like that's the given. Like I don't think anyone should vote no on that at all. That's just something that should come with the job. We're not living in the slave days, so don't treat yourself like
I think
one.
this question though is geared more toward those type of workers, the Burger King, the fast food workers, the
Right.
one that aren't in corporate America, workers to protect them. Because I mean, granted, I
Right.
work in corporate America, so I can call out sick without, losing my job.
Fear of losing it, exactly.
I think it's geared more towards, that type of industry, and which it should,
right. It should be.
So.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you do. A job is a job, you know?
You should be protected. I don't think you should be coughing up a lung and flipping my burger.
I'm telling you, for real. If you're going to be coughing up a lung, be at your house.
Smoking your cigarettes.
Exactly. Stay home for that one.
Exactly.
So those are the 4
Get
questions.
Out and vote, people. Let me tell you, people complain all the time, and they think that Tuesday's the vote. And I always say, and I said this to someone the other day, like, these are the elections that really matter. These are the elections that really affect you more than going out and voting for the first black president.
Yes.
That some thought should save you. These are the elections. Your councilmen, your city elections are really the most important elections because they can help with housing. They help with programs and stuff like that. So please get involved more than just the national big name elections.
Yeah, seriously, that is so true. These are the ones that affect us, the residents of Massachusetts, more so than anywhere else in the country. So it's so important that you go out. It's November 4th. If you're not registered to vote, go out and register to vote now. And, we already gave you the questions.
Yes.
You make your decision. We won't tell you what to do, but
of course not.
You just do something.
Do something.
Something.
And you can complain and talk as much as you want.
Yeah.
And say whatever you want. Just do something. Just do
for
something.
real. You got to, like they say, if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for anything.
That is
so don't fall
true.
for anything, folks. All
Please.
right? We're going to take a quick little music break and come back with some more info for you. We're here at the dinner table. I'm here with Firstladyspeakz. I'm your boy, Shay Diggs. Shout out to Sean Hype in the building. Big ups to my man, DJ Hands out there. Top Shotta out there. My man, DJ Stitchy. Step Up Radio 105. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is how we do. All right, so we're going to come in with give you a little bit of some Afro beats here, folks, okay? So stay tuned. We will be right back.
That gal ya are the winner, she can't lose. Yo, Fuse.
Represent for the sexy body, good body, girl, them. Why, whoa. Yeah, conscience.
£1 million gal, you a boss all of the way. That you doing your thing, you doing your thing. You don't mind paying the cost, you on your grind. You done move like the wind, move like the wind. The way you put it out on the floor, I wanna come and just give you my ring, give you my ring. I wanna give a round of applause, I like the way you wanna rule like a king. She bought a dumb bar, she phenomenal, she motivates, she elevates. She bought a dumb bar, she phenomenal, she motivates, she elevates. She bought a dumb bar, she phenomenal, she motivates, she elevates. She bought a dumb bar, she phenomenal, she motivates, she elevates.
Girl, your body tick, 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 like a muscle on your feet, feet, feet. Inna the hustle when you grip, grip, grip. You can't trouble. Girl, me love it when you rock it over when you bubble. Tick, 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 like a muscle on your feet, feet, feet. Inna the hustle when you grip, grip, grip. You can't trouble. Girl, me love it when you rock it over when you bubble.
Baby, the way how you shape inna the thing where you have on. Me I fight myself in the grab on. Ambitious, girl, you no depend on no man. Worth it every dollar we touch your hand.
Girl, me love the way how you stand on your own 2 feet.
Swag never turn up, you always neat.
You know daddy, hot on the dance floor.
Baby, me I go want more. Oh, I like the way you put it on me. When you put a $500,000 goodie on me, you always stay ahead like a hoodie on me. Girl, you know for stress, I don't go leave you lonely. So go ahead and put it on me. When you put a $500,000 goodie on me, you always stay ahead like a hoodie on me. Girl, you know for stress, I don't go leave you lonely. £1 million girl, you a boss all of the way. That you doing your thing, you doing your thing. You don't mind paying the cost, you on your grind, you done move like the wind, move like the wind. The way you put it out on the floor, I wanna come and just give you my ring, give you my ring. I wanna give a round of applause, I like the way you wanna rule like a king. She bought a dumb bar, she phenomenal, she motivates, she elevates. She bought a dumb bar, she phenomenal, she motivates, she elevates. She bought a dumb bar, she phenomenal, she motivates, she elevates. She bought a dumb bar, she phenomenal, she motivates, she elevates. She bought
Girl,
a
your body
dumb
tick,
bar.
tick, tick, like a muscle on your feet, feet, feet. Inna the hustle when you grip, grip, grip. You can't trouble. Girl, me love it when you rock it over when you bubble. Tick, 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 like a muscle on your feet, feet, feet. Inna the hustle when you grip, grip, grip. You can't trouble. Girl, me love it when you rock it over when you bubble.
I like the way you motivate. Believe in what I do, so we cultivate. Baby, you be no delay. You ride by my side, help me operate. Nobody can hold your weight.
Yo, your bumper big and they sitting tight. Bad man want fit inside like a plane, me want sit inside.
Mr. J, baby.
Yo, your bumper big and they sitting tight. Bad man want fit inside like a plane, me want sit inside.
Him love the way me put it on him. Spin and spin up until me done him. Strictly loving me, no one nothing from him. Anytime he wants to see my feel ready for me. I crave him love the way me put it on him. Spin and spin up until me done him. Strictly loving me, no one nothing from him. Anytime he wants to see my feel ready for me. I crave care, it's my skin tight. Bolo bolo, I see my skin tight. No care, it's my skin tight. Bolo bolo, I see my skin tight. No care, it's my skin tight. Bolo bolo, I see my skin tight. No care, it's my skin tight. Bolo bolo, I see my skin tight. Bad man. Away I could do, away I could do, away them I could do, away them I could do now. Him say him loving my style. None of them girl coulda copy me style. He say me sweet like toffee pantan, and me love the way how him body stand strong. He loves my ice cream. Only him coulda make ice cream. He loves to give me loving only. Only him alone coulda make me honey, honey, yeah. Cock it up, slap that, wrap it up, don't stop that. Boy, grab it up, wrap that. Hey, me boy, him love the way me put it on him. Spin and spin up until me done him. Strictly loving me, no one nothing from him. Anytime he wants to see my feel ready for me. I crave him love the way me put it on him. Spin and spin up until me done him. Strictly loving me, no one nothing from him. Anytime he wants to see my feel ready for me. I crave care, it's my skin tight. Bolo bolo, I see my skin tight. No care, it's my skin tight. Bolo bolo, I see my skin tight. No care, it's my skin tight. Bolo bolo, I see my skin tight. No care, it's my skin tight. Bolo bolo, I see my skin tight. Bad man. Away I could do, away I could do, away them I could do, away them I could do now. Me all a boy padlock, him add the keys to my padlock. And we a go fly so high, up until a boy get dreadlock. Me keep it tight till I squeeze him scream but me no release him. And me top it up with the teasing. Call me dance the right show for please him. Burn up the sugar, sweetie, burn up the sugar. Burn up the sugar, baby, burn up the sugar. Him love the way me put it on him. Spin and spin up until me done him. Strictly loving me, no one nothing from him. Anytime he wants to see my feel ready for me. I crave him love the way me put it on him. Spin and spin up until me done him. Strictly loving me, no one nothing from him. Anytime he wants to see my feel ready for me. I crave care, it's my skin tight. Bolo bolo, I see my skin tight. No care, it's my skin tight. Bolo bolo, I see my skin tight. No care, it's my skin tight. Bolo bolo, I see my skin tight. No care, it's my skin tight. Bolo bolo, I see my skin tight. Bad man. Bolo bolo, no care. Bolo bolo.
GhanaMotion.com. Creativity at its best.
How about someone told me that they didn't think anything was wrong with that?
Man, if y'all are catching us in the mid drift of convo, we were just talking a little bit about Mr. Mayweather and his inability to put words together very well. And if there's anyone out there who thinks that there's nothing wrong with that, then there's something wrong with you.
Yes.
Because you should not be at that age, especially at that status in life where so many people know you and you can't do that one little thing.
I thought he was gonna come out with a PSA announcement once 50 Cent, which I'm in love with 50 Cent though. He's an a-hole, but once 50 Cent put that out, I thought I'm gonna hear a PSA.
Right.
Floyd is gonna tell us, you know, it's something he's working on. He's going back to school.
Right.
You know, gonna get his own reality show. Floyd goes to school.
Right.
This fool was just like posting checks. Can you read that?
Right.
I'm like, that's some ignorant.
I'm telling you.
That was ignorant.
Very.
Like, because it just not everybody's gonna be a Floyd Mayweather and make that money.
Mm-hmm.
So he was supposed to show, I didn't do what I was, you know, should have did growing up, but I'm going back and do it now. It's never too late. That was supposed to be his message.
Exactly. That's how he would have actually upped his status. He would have taken it to the next level of superstardom if he did that.
Yeah.
I think.
I agree.
But, you know, you're setting the wrong example, Floyd. So if you can hear us, buddy, you know, I don't judge anybody. They say don't judge a book by its cover, but you probably don't because you can't tell what the
Well, he
book
probably
is.
does because he don't know what's in that book.
Right,
So
right.
He's just looking at pictures.
Go back to school and learn how to read, Floyd. You're a great boxer, but you got to do more than just count checks, man. You know,
Yeah.
look at Shaq. Shaq went back. I mean, Shaq didn't have to go back to school. He's paid.
He's paid.
But he went back to
he was
LSU.
in college though, so
But
when
he
left,
didn't,
Yeah.
you know, he didn't graduate when he left. He got drafted. You know, he hadn't graduated.
Yep.
And regardless of how much money he made,
He still went back.
he went back to school. You know, there's some good number of athletes that do that.
Yep.
Shout outs to them. So, folks, we are in the next segment of the show. We got some good info for you. We know there's a lot of homeowners out there and
Yes.
people who are living on a tight budget.
Tight.
You know, and you're trying to make ends meet.
Trying
and
to
you
save
wanna,
them coins.
Exactly. We were
Save
just
them
talking about
coins.
them bottles.
Yes,
You know?
every cent counts.
Right.
Can't pay for his gas.
So we got other ways to help you other than saving those bottles that we're going to tell you about right now.
Exactly.
So go ahead, Miss First Lady.
10 strange and sneaky supermarket saving tips. Now, I know we all gonna turn up our nose and say, I ain't doing that, and, you know, get our bougie on. But here's number one: buy marked down meat. This may seem distasteful, as many Americans believe it's unsafe to eat marked down meat close to its sell date. The truth is, supermarket chains mark down meat up to 75% several days before the sell-by date. If you're prepared to cook or freeze the meat as soon as you get home, there should be no problem. Naturally, look at it and smell it when you get home. If you have any doubt, toss it and don't buy meat after the sell-by date. I have been buying meat this way for several years with nary a problem. Two good websites can help quell your unease about this. Stilltasty.com, which is also on your iPhone, and eatbydate.com. So, what do you think about that?
I am a big fan and supporter of that. I actually do that now. Like, I specifically will, you know, I do that with everything. I don't do that with meat. When I go shopping, even for clothes or whatever, I look in the clearance first, and then I'll work my way to the regular price stuff.
Okay.
It's the same thing with food. If I'm gonna cook tonight, like let's say when I leave here tonight, after I leave the dinner table, I'm gonna go make some pasta with some fried chicken. If I go to the supermarket, you'll find some markdown food because the expiration date is probably November, like 3rd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I understand.
And at that point, it's like, okay, if it's November 3rd, which is what, tomorrow,
Yeah.
I think. If I'm going to cook it tonight, then what's the problem?
I hear you.
And a lot of times, too, with some of the food, depending on the food, if it's like the perishables or sometimes the canned foods, you know, I've seen cookies, things like that, or, you know, things that are wrapped that the expiration date was like last week. But these are things that have been on the shelf for like a year, though. I'm not saying, you know, to each their own. I just
Yeah.
know that me personally, if you tell me that this thing, the expiration date is tomorrow or it was yesterday, and I could tell that this product is still pretty good,
Yeah.
and now it's marked down by 75%, I'd be a fool to go buy the regularly priced
I
one.
hear you. I think it's a discretion thing and using your best judgment.
Right.
Because I don't think you should be going to Sister's Meat Market on the corner.
Right, exactly.
Because everything's a business.
Mhm.
So if they're selling meat on the corner and they selling big bags of chicken for $8,
Mm-hmm.
and now you know if you went to Stop and Shop, that same chicken would be $12, $14. You gotta understand quality in what you're paying for.
That's right.
So if they can sell it at $8, but Stop and Shop would sell that at 15. You gotta understand they're buying very poor quality of meat.
Right.
So you have to, like you said, use your discretion on where you use that and buy, the sell by date meat. But I've gotten burnt trying to be quick and pick something up on these corner markets. You pay for what you get.
That's true.
So you have to be really careful about it. And I'm the type of person. You have these off-brand stores. I'm funny. I'm a little bougie.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be the brand name.
Okay.
There's some I don't even like. I'll go and Save a Lot, and it has to be the brand name stuff if I'm coming out there with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It don't taste the same.
You'd be
And y'all can't
surprised.
tell me that it does, because if you have a Sprite and then you have Stop and Shop's lemon lime, you
Right.
can't tell me that tastes the same.
Right.
It don't taste the same.
Right.
So-
No, I agree. Some
so-
things aren't. Some things don't. Some things don't. But it's funny you mentioned that. I think that might be one of the things on the list is to buy the store brand versions of certain things.
Medical wise, you don't know. We do that a lot though, because we talk about generic and brand name.
Yes.
Insurance companies only give you a generic.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it is sometimes the same thing across the board, and you can't. Cheerios, maybe because Cheerios is basic.
Right. Exactly.
You mess up a Cheerio, you need to just
You
not
need
be
to
in
just
business.
get out the business. Right.
Basic stuff, but I'm a brand name when it comes to my grocery store shopping.
I feel you.
I've had people got that Save a Lot cheese and it didn't melt. There's some, some stuff you just can't mess.
See, I'm a Price Right person myself. I go to Price
I went in
Right.
there for the first time a couple weeks ago. I
love
was
me some Price
surprised.
Right, man.
I thought everything was gonna be like off-brand, so I'm in there.
They got
They
some
got
good
Sweet
stuff.
Ray's barbecue sauce. Like I was like, what?
Right.
For
real.
I was surprised. I was like, I'm coming in here.
Check
Yeah.
out Price Right, folks. If y'all don't know,
Yeah,
River
yeah.
Street,
They
Hyde
got-
Park, Mattapan.
They got the brand name stuff.
All right. So what we got next on that list there?
We have here capitalize on pre-holiday sales. Before Thanksgiving is the best time to pick up frozen turkeys. I always buy two, one for Thanksgiving and one for Christmas. Just before St. Patrick's Day is often the best time to buy corned beef, and hams are rarely cheaper than before Easter.
Okay.
It's different for me because I have no kids.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I don't get that stressed about holiday season.
Yeah.
I'm just showing up.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel you.
I'm just
Like,
showing
we
up.
get a plate.
Yeah, with a plate.
Take
I've
this to
had to
go.
buy food for Thanksgiving and stuff. So, but they are right about when to go. And if you can freeze stuff, that is really good. And shout out to, I want to let people know, if you're all listening, Massachusetts and Boston have great food pantries. And please don't be too prideful to be down with that, because they give away turkey. The city of Boston give
Yes.
away turkey. So please take advantage of that, because everybody's hurting trying to save their coins.
I'm telling you, as a
And
matter
there's
of
help
fact,
out here.
we are gonna give you some of that information as the holiday approaches, to give you some of the names of the pantries that are out there that you guys can go and support and be a part of. And as a matter of fact, I got a turkey. I got two turkeys.
Yep.
Sitting in the freezer now.
Have two different types of turkey.
I'm
Fried
telling you,
turkey.
I
and
got
then you can
what?
have that baked turkey.
The butterball one and the Purdue.
Yeah.
And tell me why I got these two turkeys last Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
I threw them bad boys in the freezer like, there's another holiday next year.
Exactly.
So
So
nothing wrong with that.
please take advantage, and
Yes.
if you know people, and if you can donate, if you have extra stuff in your cabinets,
Right.
there's always food pantries that need you to drop off a bag or so.
And a quick reminder for all you big Halloweeners out there,
Go get that candy.
go get that
now.
candy right now
Right now.
and put it in your pantry. I'm telling you, you will thank me next year.
Or this is the best time if you like decorating for.
Yep, for Halloween, go get them things now.
decorations. Those decorations are out there for y'all for next year, because
Yes.
the stores don't have the
They don't got room for it now.
Yeah,
they
so
want it out.
They want it out.
They're
So
like, take it. It's like 80% off.
that's another way. So, and post-holiday sales, which just goes to what we said. As well, after holiday, stores mark down the Easter candy, the Christmas gifts, and the Passover and Hanukkah fixings. These are great opportunities to pick up foodstuffs that usually only grace holiday tables to enjoy at other times. So, yep, just
Yep.
more or less elaborating on the fact of what we said. Just, pick today to go out and get that candy or any decorations that you most definitely want.
Right.
Embrace the ethnic. Basically, I don't know your background or where you from. You might like more ethnic foods. So this is most definitely telling you to take advantage of your the tropical foods in your neighborhoods, and the market baskets and stuff like that, because they can offer more ethnic choice for things you may like, because you're not gonna find a lot of your stuff that you use if you come from a different country in Stop and Shop or Shaw's.
Right. You'll hardly find any.
And it'll be cheaper, so you get a good deal at some of these corner grocery stores. And then it says here, visit the aisle of misfit foods. At the back of the store, groceries hide shelves of dented or unlabeled cans and smushed boxes. But there's nothing wrong with the contents. A few months ago, I bought a case of pasta at 11 cents a box. In some towns, small stores buy the dented and older inventory of the chains. The main for dented cans is never buy a can that is bulging or that is punctured or pierced. Both can signal dangers such as botulism. I don't know. I do see this though. If you ever go to the back of a store and where the meat is, they'll have like a little rack there, and there's the rack of eclectic things or different.
Right.
I think that's what they're talking about. That is.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, folks. Like we said earlier, use your discretion. If you see some bread that looks moldy, obviously don't buy it.
Exactly.
But you'll find at least one good thing that's probably marked down considerably. That, I mean, if you think about it, folks, we do this on Black Friday. We do this when it comes to things that aren't food. We're gonna run to Black Friday sales because they claim, we buy open box items, things that were on the floor. If there's some fingerprints on it, or if a little like, oh, we want this marked down. So don't be scared. I know when people hear when it applies to food, it's like, oh, but it's food. What if I get sick? That's why you use your discretion. Just apply it with some sense. I know not a lot of people, well, not everybody has sense. Hopefully,
no, it is not free to some.
Right,
somebody.
it's not as common.
No,
as the phrase makes it sound. But if you don't have your own to use, bring a friend and tell them to help you figure it out. But what we're saying is these are ways and tips to help you save. So
exactly, save your coins.
Yes.
Find it mispriced, and it could be for free. Yeah, growing up, I worked at a grocery store, and if we didn't do our due diligence and make sure pricing wasn't up to date or the labels weren't changed, and if it's priced incorrectly, if you bring it to the store's attention, you can either get it for the price it's supposed to be, or you get it for free. So that is most definitely a great thing. So always, holiday season is coming. Before slick, pay attention to your register.
That's right.
Make sure things are being scanned for what they're supposed to be, because everybody's out here trying to make a little dollar on the side. So
that's right.
That is very important to pay attention to that. Discover discontinued items. Savings tip number 8. Stores usually just want to get rid of these unpopular items, and they may never been seen again. Sometimes they are products discontinued by the manufacturer. They seem to be more frequent in the frozen food aisle, in my experience. So hit up your frozen food aisle. There may be discontinued items. When you see this sale, you don't see a lot of them there, it means it's probably on its way out the door, which means it's cheaper, but don't get used to it. It's gone when it's gone. Don't miss the markdown dairy. I don't play with dairy though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, dairy. That's one of the ones you got to really use a discretion for, because that's the one that'll send you to the hospital or to the bathroom.
I don't play with dairy. Don't miss. I'm gonna read it to you now. Don't miss the markdown dairy. Milk or butter are rarely marked down, but sometimes stores have gourmet cheese at half prices, with good cheese often going for more per pound than higher end cuts of beef. This is a fine thing for cheese lovers. I'm just saying.
I love cheese.
You do?
I put cheese on everything but cereal. It is. If I could put
I'm
cheese
a
on
cheese
cereal.
lover.
Oh, man.
I'm a cheese lover. Plunder the markdown produce. That's another one I don't play with either. With prices for some produce also running as high per pound as meat, it's good to know that some stores mark down their uglier, older fruits and vegetables. While those may not be pretty enough for a star turn at the table when you're entertaining guests, they're more than good enough for supporting roles in stews, sauces, soups, compotes, and cobblers. You can also be bold and ask in a nice way, what happened with this unlovely produce, and see what that gets you.
Yeah, don't be scared to ask, folks. Closed mouth will not get fed, literally.
I'll leave it right there.
But hey,
I'll leave an ugly green pepper or an ugly something. I'm not taking it.
No. You could be passing up on savings. Ching ching.
See, this is where I use my business thing. Like, okay, this is some ugly ass produce. You probably bought this for a penny from somewhere where they still using pesticide. I'm just crazy. I don't
feel
do
you.
it.
I feel you.
I'm annoyed, so I'm not even going.
I feel you. Hey, that's how it be,
There
though.
may not be no FDA in some other countries where you getting this from. I'm not messing with.
Right. They have no rules and regulations in some of them countries. It's whatever flies is good for them.
Yes, so exactly. So I'm funny like that.
Okay.
Each his own, but those are tips to save this holiday season.
Yes.
I mean, BJ's and Costco's if you can. Those are great stores. You buy your bulk.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
If you guys don't have memberships, go get them. It's worth it. We're not saying do all your, like, I do certain things I'll buy from Costco
Yep.
in bulk, if I
Yeah.
use a lot of it. But other things, I'll go to Family Dollar or Dollar Tree.
I just read an article that said Walmart shares and sales are down.
Really?
And the reason why it's down, one, I'm not a big Walmart person because I like jobs who treat their employees right. And
Yes.
Walmart aren't paying their people, so I have a problem with it. Everything's made in China, so I know they can pay people.
Right.
But one of the things is people are utilizing more of the Family Dollar and the Dollar Trees more.
Yeah.
Because granted, I like my brand stuff. But I can find my Tide or I can find my Era or the Gains, that type of stuff in Family Dollar
Yeah.
without going all the way out to Quincy. For us, you got to go to Quincy or you got to
Right.
go far out to get it. So those things can be substituted now at dollar stores. And I think people are finding that out and not going too much, going to Walmart not as much anymore.
And one thing I do, and when you mentioned the brand names, like, I'll go to Family Dollar and Dollar Tree for things like paper towels, toilet paper.
Yep.
And you
That's
literally
all I-
get like 4 or 6 rolls of toilet paper for like $1.
Yep.
I don't care.
Are you
whose
talking about the
name.
brand name though, right?
It couldn't matter to me because
You are a man.
because all I'm doing is cleaning up certain areas. So whether it says
The wrong toilet paper can scratch you the wrong way.
well, I mean, that's when you get 2-ply. You get the extra soft, cushiony. But either way, I'd rather pay $1 or $2 for something like that than to go pay like $6-8 for the the big name Bounty or the Charmin with the colorful.
But you can
little
get that at the
teddy
Family
bear.
Dollar.
I mean, but it's probably, truth be told, you can. I think those ones are like you get like 8 rolls,
Yeah, you
8 or
can
12
get it
rolls for
all-
like $5, which is still a good deal.
Still a great deal.
It's a very good deal, but
Cleaning products, all of that can be bought at the Family Dollar.
I'll get like the Family Dollar version bleach for the bathtub.
Well, I will give you this tip though. Walmart, if you've been watching the commercials, because they realize this now, people are finding alternative ways. There's an app that you can download, and it's called the Walmart Saver app. And if you scan something,
Yeah.
and it's cheaper somewhere else, they'll match it.
Really?
Saying.
Only Walmart's doing that?
Only Walmart right now. They're trying to get their customers back.
They're trying to do
They
something
have you
right.
in line. What they have, like 3 registers open. Why?
Right.
Buku pack. They
Oh,
really got time
man.
for that.
Speaking of which, I was at Price Right yesterday, and us customers, we almost went ham on the manager at Price Right. The line for the registers, there were about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 registers open. Each line was backed up into the aisles. And we were there like, open up some registers, hire someone. Like, we were going in. People were getting mad. One person almost took some of the chips from the aisle, was about to start eating them just to show like
What's going
like,
on.
hey, if I'm going to be here, I'm going to eat your stuff.
Do you think that's only in our community?
You know what? I think it is. I really think it is. It's sad to say because I overheard the manager say that, people called out, and which is no fault of his, but you still have to be able to, you
have
hired
to,
these
yeah.
people. You got to be accountable
Or you have to get on that register yourself. Was he on the register?
Right. He didn't get on the register. Granted,
No
he was
good.
doing other stuff, but still,
No good.
I don't want to make excuses for the dude. But you got angry customers. It's customer
You better
service
call
comes
somebody,
first.
yeah.
You better call in the district manager, assistant manager,
So,
product
I
manager.
am a girl who runs on Dunkin' Donuts. When you're talking about in our community, I'm a girl who runs on Dunkin'. I enjoy my occasional $6 Starbucks when I'm balling or feel like treating myself.
Right.
But I run on Dunkin' Donuts. But let me tell you a tale of 2 cities, okay? Right down the street from us. We have that lovely establishment, been there about 2 or 3 years now, that drive-through or more in Dunkin' Donuts. You know what I'm talking about? On Morton Street, the new one by the bridge and the commuter rail.
On Morton Street by the what store is it?
Walgreens, Dunkin' Donuts. You know the
Oh
drive-thru.
yes. I know.
Everybody's amped because you know there's
Right.
a drive-through Dunkin' Donuts in the neighborhood.
Right.
Very close. And then you go to Lower Mills.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get out your car. It's smaller,
Yeah.
but you know it's Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
I try to mess with the one on Morton Street.
Yeah.
Tale of Two Cities because they're really down the street from each other if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Why, when I walk into the one on Morton Street, are they looking at me like they want me not to come in there? And there's no greeting. They're not walking with any pep in their step. They look at you, tell you to park your car and wait for them to bring you your stuff. And then they don't run out. They don't come out to my car and tell me that they don't have my stuff that I ordered. She just sitting there waiting for me to come in and find this out.
Wow. Talk about poor customer service.
And I was like, y'all are awful, right?
Yeah.
The girl goes, oh, I know. People tell, like,
Oh.
what?
That's not a good comeback. If people tell you that,
I said to the girl, I said, listen, I've done this before. I've worked from the bottom. I've worked in fast food before.
Right.
You have to move a little faster than this. Then some of the best workers I've seen that even in my job, they may be like, yo, you don't have to be doing the most, like the best or the glamorous job.
right?
But if you do it to a point where someone recognizes how good you're at it,
Yeah.
it matters. You
It
get what
does.
I'm saying? So all I'm saying, I would have went to Lower Mills.
Mhm.
It would have been done right.
Right.
I would have no problems.
Mhm.
You know, it's clean.
Yeah.
You know,
Major factors.
they are moving fast.
Right.
They're greeting you. It's customer service.
That's what
Every
it is.
business, it's customer service. And if you don't know how to greet people, you don't know how to smile, and you on there like we homegirls and you popping your teeth and all that, I can't. Tales of Two
lose me
Cities.
with
That's all
that
I'm
one.
saying. They just down the street from each other.
I
That's
feel
all.
you 100% on that. And it goes, that's one of the things I live by is quality over quantity. All day, every day. And in customer service, quality customer service is really what makes or breaks a
Yes.
business because you're providing the same thing as the next store.
Mm-hmm.
So, I actually switched cable companies because of that. Because if I'm calling you on the phone, I have a problem and you're brushing me off or I can't reach you, there are other companies that give me the same channels.
But I think that's a problem with it. If you want to, like, with small businesses in the city, I feel like we blindly support these businesses, and we don't take in count the fact that people aren't even putting a fresh coat of paint on their walls. I'm talking about residents, these
Some
mom and
small-
pops
yeah.
restaurants that we
Right.
are going into.
Right.
You know, supporting and generational, like they're known for good food.
Right.
But why are you not giving us a good place to come to eat your food?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
That's
I
part
said
of
we're
it.
blindly supporting people, but we really should be like, I don't want to spend my dollar there.
Yeah.
I don't like how I feel walking in there. You know what I'm saying? So I
Right.
just, but that goes back to our laziness, even with blindly supporting the Democratic Party. We have to stop being complacent and lazy about where and who we choose to support with our money, because our dollar does matter.
It does. And they
So-
take a lot of our dollar. And then one thing that I realize is we don't speak up enough.
Exactly.
We settle for a lot of things that we shouldn't settle for, that other areas don't settle for. They see the smallest little thing wrong, and they're getting petitions.
Yep.
They're getting signatures. There's one little crack in the street. They're getting that crack molded. Meanwhile, we got big potholes that cars are getting flats from. Nobody say nothing.
Nobody's saying anything.
So, you know,
You have to. You literally have to make a conscious decision. I'm not spending my money there. That's not what's up. You know.
got to. You definitely got to. All right, folks, we're going to take another quick little break and come back with the last bit of dinner table info, some sports updates. Shout out to all the Patriot fans out there. What? So let's get some music going while we get that lineup going for you. All right, folks. So we'll be right back. I'm gonna hit y'all off with a little bit of Kendrick Lamar for y'all Kendrick Lamar fans out there. All right, we'll be back.
I am a sinner who's probably gonna sin again. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone. Trick don't kill my vibe. Trick don't kill my vibe.
I can feel your energy from 2 planets away. I got my drink, I got my music, I would share it, but today I'm feeling trick, don't kill my vibe. Trick, don't kill my vibe. Trick, don't kill my vibe. Trick, don't kill my vibe.
Look inside of my soul and you can find gold and maybe get rich. Hold up, Trinidad James in 4 weeks, but now my album platinum and shit. So what, y'all keep the numbers. I'm more than another statistic, my this courtesy of Compton. Brooklyn go hard, motherfucker. Love me on the east like I'm Chuck D. Dominicans wish that I was born there. I'm looking to be the God MC. You look at my hat and see thorns there. I look at the game and see porn there. I'm fucking this industry hard. I'm back at this money, teabagging yo honey. You thought I was fresh off the yard. Don't brag to me, dummy, you're lightweight. They tell me you're nice and I'm lightweight. Go give me a knife, you're looking like steak. And when the stakes are high, I stake out for days. And when the water resides, your body food shape. But we ain't thirsty, never alert me. I got a P89 in a suitcase. I know you heard me, this is a burpee. Lyrical exercise, right now, homie, I'm in an extra vibe. Pipe down on the curve when you heard that I got these words to the upper echelon. That's excellent.
I am a sinner.
Excellent.
Who's probably gonna sin again. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone. Trick, don't kill my vibe. Trick, don't kill my vibe.
I can feel your energy from 2 planets away. I got my drink, I got my music, I would share it, but today I'm feeling trick, don't kill my vibe. Trick, don't kill my vibe. Trick, don't kill my vibe. Trick, don't kill my vibe.
Up in the clouds, me and my spouse. Rumors on the ground getting too loud, please turn them shit down. Can't hear myself think. Turbulent shit almost spilled my drink in the wireless with a mink. Running through that like it's my house, all up in the hall like a mall. Told you my all I do is ball. No, I don't remember you, I don't intend to empty my memory bank. It's $1 million in it, baby Hillary Swank. Sitting next to Hillary, smelling like dank. President departed, name one thing out there harder than him. I wait. I've been in my wave like 20 years straight. I've been on my vibe like 20 years straight. Don't fuck up my high, fuck up my high. Nights like this, I can fuck up a pie and still be straight, still be straight. Fall back, got a lot on my plate, don't waste my breath. I don't know how many moves I got left. Back to this joint, smoking this shit like I'm trying to prove a point. I'm the highest title, numero uno. Kill my vibe, that's your mother funeral.
Between you and me, turn eulogy to urinals, pissed off. I'm in this generation, my fault. Need a hood, a new school. On my toes like a ballerina, who knew I'd be Black Swan. World in my palms, ironically, I am the close shot as best, cause I didn't drop the ball. Told when I was 16 that I read a 16 to put it right on the big screen. In a paddy wagon with 16, should have been in the pen, but now my pen rang with morphine. I healed, touchdown with morphines, I killed. Audio crack, cat keys to meal ticket. Cardio lap was running for dead life, but now running the map. Picture little whole me giving a from what a gotta say. Never be Jay, never be Nas, never be Snoop nor Dre. You ain't get killed in Vegas or in a Suburban. Puff Daddy wasn't your favorite. So many washed up with detergent, but I don't dry tears. I just aim at them on purpose like blah blah. 2014 like blah. Empty out another magazine like blah. Got a young guy get blah. I kill them all when they tryna kill my blah. I am the bad, the good, got the last, the hood, got the last. That would try to pass a good job. That shines a Black Beetle, then I need a 10-second drum solo. See at Woodstock.
Remember back in '02 when I was in school and acting a fool. My soul got saved, my debt had been paid, but still I kept running off of my crew. Sex on my brain and death in my veins. Had a main thing, we stayed up to 2. Smoking, waking and baking, we naked. My body was loving and soul was hating it, man. Time and time after time, our bodies grew close, the girl was so fine. Heard her heartbeat that wasn't hers or mine. The miracle of life that started inside. Ignored the warning signs, suppressed that truth I felt inside. I was just having fun with this, I'm too young for this. I'm thinking me, myself and I. Should I sacrifice this life to keep my vanity and live nice? And she love and trust me so much that whatever I say she'll probably go oblige. But I was too selfish with my time, scared my dreams were not gonna survive. So I dropped her off at that clinic. That day a part of us died, man. I remember back in the day, I was barely in the first grade. Got teeth missing, watching Tom and Jerry, trying to go outside so I could play. I was told to watch out for strangers, keep my eyes peeled for danger. Folks working late, I had a babysitter. I ain't about to sit here and name her. I was almost late when she came in late. Woke me up with a game to play. Did a few things that's hard to say. And told me to keep that secret safe. Now how a young boy's supposed to deal. I'm trying to act like it ain't real. Had my innocence just stripped from me, and I still don't know how to feel. And I'm wondering how to address it. Can't tell my family too messy, so I just embrace it. It's hard to face it, I'm too ashamed to confess it. So I kept it in and they speak. Didn't think it hit me so deep. So into it, I got promiscuous, and only God can help me get free. But I've been forgiven, my savior risen. I'm out the prison, I know that. I got the power to say no to all of my struggles. Gotta control that. Every time we slip and we fall, gotta get back up and fight on. We are not defined by our past. The future look bright. I see the light on. See the light on. See the light on.
Come on, everybody, sit down. People wanna act like they are in and out, but I'm here to wipe off your smile and tell you what's the word around town. I know you don't wanna hear the truth. I know you hate the fact that I actually have the proof, but I just need you to believe. I'm talking the good, the bad, the ugly. It's like people don't wanna hit you. Maybach music.
I apologize, I don't recollect your name.
Oh baby, I don't know your name.
Let me tell you that them heels really compliment your frame.
Look at your body, baby.
Ooh, and I gotta catch my plane. You say you miss me and you're wishing for some private time. Girl, how can we get that way?
Yeah, look, another day, another dollar. She hate me when I leave, cause when I leave I never call her. That's like ice. I could call you right quick, but if I call you gon' be like, boo, why we haven't Skyped yet? And a Skype that you say, lay where my flight at. If I decline, then you inquire on where I spend my nights at. This life gets overwhelming and more than hectic, but a woman worth some anger is certainly worth some effort. Just look closer, my life is quite deceptive. Women will sell they soul just to buy some attention. I need something that passive aggression. And when I'm back from off that road, don't ask me no questions, please. Fear what you don't know.
I apologize, I don't recollect your name.
Oh baby, I don't know your name.
Let me tell you that them heels really compliment your frame.
Look at your body, baby.
Ooh, and I gotta catch my plane. Say you miss me and you're wishing for some private time. Girl, how can we get that way?
Don't remember how I met her, but I know I won't forget her. And if loving her is wrong, then I just know I won't see heaven. She say she from Seattle, she's 20 and some change. And before I get to TIA, I'm sure to make her rain. Then I back up on my plane, Chi-Town, no hit. We spent some time and get some wine, have some miles from Harold's. I told her this is overrated, but I love your city, baby. Gotta get back to the D, you know we finally famous. Driver, drop me off in Dallas, I'm headed to some money. TSA be laughing, all the rubbers in your luggage. I know I'ma always leave them, but I swear I always love them. Tell her you'll probably find someone, but you'll never find another. Parlay.
I apologize, I don't recollect your name.
Oh baby, I don't know your name.
Let me tell you that them heels really compliment your frame.
Look at your body, baby.
Ooh, and I gotta catch my plane. You say you miss me and you're wishing for some private time. Girl, how can we get that way? Girl, how can we get that way?
Got on my suede shoes, I'm in a great mood. That baggage claim her waiting, Miss Thing out of St. Louis. Know she shining bright. Got on my Cartier, she my Billie Jean. We menage with see we city hop, Vegas to LA. Brings a lot of joy, Bugatti boy, that's lane to lane. Our faucets used to drip. I used to ride the bench, but it was written in cursive for this king to exist. Pack the bags, now she live amongst entrepreneurs. Mark Jacob, the makeup, she Givenchy consumer. Gianni Versace connoisseur, a carnivore. Accountable for $500,000 unaccounted for.
Maybach music. I apologize, I don't recollect your name. Oh baby, I don't know your name. Let me tell you that the heels really compliment your frame. Look at your body, baby. Look at the moves. And I gotta catch my plane. Say you miss me and you're wishing for some private time. Girl, how can we get that way? Girl, how can we get that way? Maybach music.
Hello again, folks. Thank
Hello.
you for staying with us, for all y'all out there. One thing I forgot to mention, but any of you dedicated listeners already probably know, if you ever want to give your input or feedback, opinions, and you want to call in, you already know we welcome all of that. The number is 617-419-6737. Let us know how you feel. Give us a little bit of what you've been hearing or how you feel about what we're saying. We welcome any kind of opinions. I don't judge anybody. I love to get feedback. So, and if there's anything on here that we spoke about that you want to hear again or see, some of the websites or a little bit of the news will be posted on the Dinner Table Facebook page. So you're more than welcome to go on there and you'll find some of the information. So
I have a quick question before we move on.
Sure, go right
Because
ahead.
we're doing this show and we're talking about things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I find it very interesting. Everyone's always saying, I don't judge.
Yes.
What is judging somebody?
I think judging somebody would fall. Well, one, let this be known. A lot of people say, "Oh, don't judge me." Oh, don't judge other people. I just want it to be known that that's what we do, though. No matter who you are, and no matter how old you are, we judge folks. So when you tell somebody, "Oh, don't judge me," that's in one ear out the other. We're gonna do it regardless. We do it with everything. You base your friends on judging them. You'll tell somebody you're not my friend anymore because you've judged them. Even relationships, you're judging these people. People at work, oh, I don't hang with that person. Why? Because you've judged them. So when you judge somebody, I think it's fine. That's you're supposed to. If you're not judging folks, then that means the people in your life are just, they really don't have any meaning. You probably don't have a lot of meaningful relationships. So it's very important to judge folks. Now, it's I think the term when people say, oh, don't judge folks, don't judge people, I think that comes into play when if you pick your nose and eat it, now you see somebody else do it and you're like, ew, they're nasty. That's when it's, well, how are you judging them when you do the same exact thing?
Ooh, exactly.
That's when it becomes a don't judge people. But if you're somebody who you're like, no, I've never picked my nose, I don't eat it, that's disgusting, and then you see somebody else do it, then you can call them disgusting because you don't do that. But, if you don't wipe your butt with toilet paper and find out somebody else does, you're in the same category as them. So why are you judging them? That's just my take on it. That's how I feel,
Judging to me is like looking at someone's situation and condemning them. Basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like saying, oh, you're never going to be anything because you do this or you think that way. I don't think because you have an opinion about behavior or something that you see that's more or less judging.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, even for us as people moving forward in our community, they don't like for us to speak out about certain things. You know what I mean? I've told you about situations or people I've been associated with past organizations.
Mm-hmm.
If you speak out, it's so negative, and then you're judging when that's not necessarily what I'm doing. What I'm saying is what I don't like and what's not cool to me and what I've deemed to my values.
Yeah.
So I think necessarily people are always trying to say or use one portion of the Bible, God says do not judge, and run with it. So not just because we share our opinions and we have strong beliefs about certain things doesn't mean I'm judging. It's what I think about something.
Right.
And your conscience is just there, because there's nothing that to me you can say about something if it doesn't affect me that I'd be bothered by. If I'm not bothered by, if I do something and you say something about it, if I'm okay with it, then I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna feel judged. It's usually because you you're not okay with way about what you're doing.
Right.
So, I don't know.
That is 100% true. For all y'all people out there judging, that reaches out to you. You know, take it with a grain of salt. This is food for thought. That's what we do here. You know.
On to sports.
Yes, on to sports. Where are all my Patriot fans at?
I'm in the building.
We are in the building. What?
Oh, it didn't look good at the beginning, right?
Man, well, I mean, it didn't look too bad.
At the beginning of the season. Though.
Oh, yes. I thought you were in the beginning of the game. The beginning of the season was looking kind of like,
who's retiring? Do we need to change something?
Right. Then we got the injuries, and I was like, oh, no.
We thought Bill and Brady lost their magic.
I thought it was over. I was like, this is going to be their last year. They're going to fire Bill.
Yeah.
They're going to trade Tom.
Logan Mankins.
Mankins.
That looked it bad.
Yes.
Way it started off. But y'all gotta pay somebody. I'm in the streets like they gotta pay somebody.
Right.
Other than Tom Brady. Because at this point, they only want to pay Tom Brady and Vince Wilfork.
Yeah.
The key. Anybody else who asks for more money, you are replaceable. You know the whole business saying everybody's replaceable.
You're cut like
they treating everybody like they're replaceable other than those two. So don't ask for no more money.
Very happy that they righted the ship ASAP. Like, what? Oh my God. If you guys didn't tune into the game,
it was amazing.
It was a great game. And you're probably wondering, well, how did you tune into the game when you were at the dinner table? Listen, we watched the first half of that game. All right. We got here just in the nick of time to get the dinner table going. But that first half of the game was all I needed to know that the win was secured. And the final score says it all. And if you didn't watch that game, I don't know what's wrong with you. You missed one heck of a game. It was incredible. 43-21 is a good win.
That's a good win against Peyton Manning. What? You see the list that they put up about like yards, touchdown yards, completion.
Oh yes.
And then it's Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, what's his name from Miami? Marino.
Right.
And then there's
the rest.
Brady.
Brady
then
is
Brady.
Like I think Brady comes before. Is he fourth or fifth?
I think he's fourth.
Okay.
He may be fourth or fifth, but
you
know, they just said it was just we were gonna get handled. And
Denver is the beast, and they're looking unstoppable, and blah blah blah. We'll see about that, and we sure did see about that.
But we beaten the teams. Didn't we beat that undefeated team? Who was that?
The Bengals.
Yep.
We beat them. Yep.
And Buffalo had a good record before we played them.
Right.
And we handled them. So we are handling our business.
We are on the road to the AFC title game. So I am not fretting at all. At all. So
in other sports news, though.
Yes. And so before we move on to other sports news, so just to give you guys a recap on some of the final scores, the Saints beat up the Panthers 28-10. The Bengals beat up the Jaguars 33-23. The Browns beat up Tampa Bay 22-17. Arizona beat Dallas 28-17. Philly beat Houston 31-21. KC beat the Jets 24-10. The Jets are just like the punching bag of the league right now. Miami beat San Diego bad 37-0.
Wow.
Minnesota beat Washington 29-26. St. Louis beat San Fran 13-10. That was in San Fran. Ugh. Seattle beat up Oakland, who has yet to win a game. That score was 30-24. And Baltimore and Pittsburgh are currently playing. And then tomorrow night is Indianapolis and the New York Giants. So all I care about is New England and Denver.
I love when New York's not winning. I know.
Yeah.
They're not a good sports town at all. I mean, they've had their runs in certain things. Of course, no one can deny the Yankees and what they've done historically.
Best team in baseball,
right. What they've done in the past.
Major giants when it comes to
the
baseball.
Rangers, what they've done. But that's where it usually stops, right? Isn't it?
For the most, yeah. The Knicks aren't really anything to sneeze at.
But listen, that season opener against LeBron James, did they do that?
They did that. I still wouldn't really put a lot of marbles
how big was
in
that
there.
LeBron James going home? Everyone's thinking
huge.
people think he's going to win, 70 games this season,
I
and
doubt
you
it.
open up the season and you losing to the
Right,
Knicks?
to the Knicks, right.
Oh, that was bad.
That
was bad.
That was a major reality check. Like
That was bad. Like, it's like you went home to Cleveland. Don't
Right.
forget, it's still Cleveland at
It's
the end of the
still
day.
Cleveland. You guys still need to get some chemistry.
Chemistry and
They don't
work
have that
thing.
yet. But I think they'll do good. I think by the end of
yeah.
this regular season, they'll be in the runnings.
Did you think he should have went back?
I think he should have. Yeah. The reason some people say, "Oh no, you shouldn't have gone back," the way that Dan Gilbert, the owner, treated him, and the way the fans treated him. At the end of the day, this is still
A business.
A business. One, and two, this is still a town that this man calls home. Like, this is the town that made him who he is. No matter who you are or where you're from, you're always gonna have love for your home.
Yeah,
no
and I
matter
think
what you
people
went
don't
through.
don't realize, though, unlike most superstars or athletes, LeBron's not in these clubs every weekend.
Mm-mm.
He's not. He is very much someone who loves that small
Very
town in
serious.
Akron. He's
Yep.
a family man. So
He is.
for him, they said that Cleveland in that atmosphere is where he wanted to raise his kids. So
Right.
you got to respect that. You know,
You
he's
got
not
to.
about that. It's
Mm-mm.
not about that. So
And you can't be mad at that. I mean, he has all the right values. You know, like he has all. You don't hear any of these side. Like, you heard all the side stories with Shaq. You know, and his crazy affairs. I mean, there was a book out. Superhead done put everybody under the bus.
Wow.
From Shaq to
Well,
DMX.
hold on. Why do men still date Superhead?
Isn't as a matter of fact, you know who isn't, what's his name from Love and Hip Hop? One of her very current
Which one?
lineup. The young one that's dating what's his name? Soulja Boy. Remember there was the episode.
Yeah, because there was episode Nia. Yeah,
Right,
why?
found out.
Are people using her as publicity?
I think they're still using her for what she's known for.
You seen it?
I didn't see it.
Oh.
Well, I saw the episode.
No, the video.
No,
Her video.
I haven't. No.
Oh.
But I heard she did a great job.
She should teach a class.
She probably should. I mean, you don't just get that name from out of nowhere.
I'm not going, but she could teach a class.
Hey, you know, she's good at something. It's just not something that I'd want, you know,
But
my
who still
kids to
dates
learn.
her like on the this my woman? Like, you
I
feel
don't
like,
think
how do you feel
anybody does.
prideful with that?
I would never, like, you couldn't pay me to be out in public as this is my main woman. Like, I wouldn't even in private, I can't lock lips with someone like that after I know what you've been doing with those. Like, no.
And if you seen the video, you'd be like, did she really spit across the room and then go catch it
Wow.
on it?
Wow. I want to see the video now. I need to see that to believe it. Wow. So I'm assuming she put Mimi and what's his name's video to shame, huh? Because I heard their video. I saw a little of their video. Their video was crazy.
What she's known for is what it like. That's the video.
That's what it is.
The other thing is disturbing to watch.
Mm.
The actual
Stuff.
intercourse part of it
Mm.
is disturbing to watch because you could just see somebody who's not emotionally
Oh,
involved.
it's
So
like a
it's just
robot.
like a robot. So that to me was like, damn,
That's sad.
you've been doing this type of stuff for so long
No
in your life, and
feelings
there's no
involved.
like. So that part was like,
That's sad, and that's bad for any relationship. She can't have a real relationship
Yeah.
because then you're supposed to be relating that kind of act with feelings. Like, those are supposed to be saved for that person, and you pour out all of that for that person.
Mhm.
I guess to her it's just a job. It's just another.
that's what made it hard to watch.
That's sad.
Yeah, because you knew that's not coming from a good place, but
Huh? Well, to each their own.
to each his own.
It's not my own.
You know you saved a few in the past.
Man, listen, I
You
do
out here.
not.
But look, even like we were talking about Love and Hip Hop, even Young Bird was like, girl, I'm not going to be out in these streets with you. And like for some
Yeah.
reason, it did not click in her head what he was saying.
She's not getting it.
And then he's on camera with a bottle, giving her liquor. Like, girl, drink up. Let's get this started.
Right, and she's going along with it, though.
Why are you Dr. Phil? This ain't Dr. Phil moment. Drink this liquor. Let's not talk about Tierra.
Right, like, you know what it is. But she's going along with it. And that's something else that sometimes, you know, for some of the ladies out there, you know, I got nothing but love for ladies out there. But sometimes y'all ladies put up with stuff that later on you complain about But you stuck around though.
8 years. She keeps on saying for 8 years.
It's
like 8
what?
years. Why everybody? If you notice, Tierra says 8.
Yeah.
Nia's saying 8. Now, Hazel E is saying 8 years. Like
Is it
it's like
the
girls.
lucky number or something?
I don't know what it is, but I know what after 8 months.
Right. Like, why does it take 8 years to figure that out? There's a difference between being loyal and just being dumb. Like,
yeah.
Be loyal to somebody who deserves the loyalty. Like, they treat you right. And maybe they're not the flyest person in the world.
Doesn't matter.
But you're loyal. They
Yeah.
treat you good. But, you know, when you're with somebody who they treat you like crap and they're not doing right and maybe they're the best looking person or they got the most money.
People out here looking for that Beyonce and Jay-Z type of Bonnie and Clyde and not realizing that Jay-Z has to treat his wife a certain way.
And he does.
And
Yeah,
I mean, we
heavy.
don't know their relationship, but clearly it's working. He made her a wife.
Right, exactly.
They then had a kid.
Yep.
And I'm a Beyonce stan. Like, I stands for me some Beyonce.
Yeah,
like,
she's a
great
role
model.
model.
Like,
Really.
to me, she's undercoverly a feminist that people don't understand business-wise. People don't understand she runs her business.
She does.
And if she got rid of her father. She's her own manager.
Yep.
She's the first that ever did, like, all-female bands.
Mhm.
Like, people just don't realize it. So she's a great role model nowadays.
Very powerful. As a matter of fact, I think she makes more money than Jay, truth be told.
I think she keeps him hot.
She does. She keeps him relevant.
I think she keeps him hot.
She's a bigger name, if you ask me, than
Yeah.
he is. And just her presence alone commands so much more than he does.
Yeah.
I was watching a show of their lifestyle, the lifestyle of Jay and Beyonce or something like that. What they buy for each other is like the amount of
Didn't he
money.
buy her an island for her birthday or something? He bought her an
No.
island or something. He
An
did.
island? I didn't hear
'Cause
that
there's
one.
some islands that you can still buy.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. It's ridiculous. At this point, it has to be islands and stuff. Like, what is?
I
what
wouldn't
you
be
doing at this
surprised.
point?
These people make so much money. But I noticed that the stuff that what he was buying her was nothing to sneeze at. Like, he bought her like a $35,000 purse, some brand name purse. Then he bought her they both bought each other rings in honor of their daughter, and both the rings are blue. Well, they found some blue stones or something. But I noticed that the stuff that he bought her, one was like $35,000, another one was like $85,000, and she always counted it with. She bought this dude his own private jet. She bought him his own Rolls Royce Phantom or something like that. She bought him a $2 million watch.
And these girls are barely getting dinner nowadays. Talking about how that's
Yo, I'm like, my goodness, like they treat each other very like to get her. I remember she did an interview. This was years ago before they got married. She did an interview and she was like, she didn't list the particular things that he did, but she was saying, in order for Jay to win her over, that this dude was doing all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, people probably don't realize that, like, that's how you got to get, you got to treat your woman good. He probably wined and dined her. He probably flew her in from, granted, he has the money to do that. Mm-hmm. But nobody says you got to go buy a woman a jet and fly her in to have dinner.
That.
But, stay within your
when
budget.
somebody is doing the extra to try to get that. And that's all we're saying is that, when his extra is the jets and stuff like that.
Exactly.
For a regular man, it could be something as simple as cooking me dinner.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right. You put in the effort.
It's just putting in time and effort and really seeing someone really putting in the work before you try to call yourself somebody's wife and all this other stuff.
Right.
Like,
put some work in, and we mean work outside of the bedroom. Like, put it. Sure, it could be a cab ride.
That's my biggest turn off.
Just
don't meet me and start talking about the bedroom.
See, and that's what some of us men. I'm a man myself, so I'm not gonna just act like it's just men out there. Some of us men really need to figure that out. Like
I'll just look at you and be like, you're not gonna get anywhere.
I'll
look at you and just tell you, like, you're just not gonna get anywhere.
Right, like, hey, you're wasting your time.
It's dumb because there's nowhere to go. Like, what are we gonna sit here and just talk about? Like what
happens
not trying
after?
to get to know me.
Right. what happens after? We're just gonna stare at the wall. I mean, I agree with you, but you know what? And you know, a lot of men, I blame men for that. They don't put in as much work.
But nor has it been required though nowadays for how easily it's given.
It's being given like it's water. And that's a whole nother topic. Like, as a matter of fact, that's going to be a topic that we're going to talk about probably in the next 2 weeks, because I had that same conversation with somebody else, and I noticed the difference. And I know some people have told me personally that, you know, Shay, you know, you always try to make everything, you always pull the race card on stuff. I just say what's real, though. I'm not trying to make anything what it's not, but I say what it is.
My conversations with my white homegirls is totally different than with my black homegirls. I'm going to be completely honest.
It really is.
My white homegirls be like, nope, you deserve this, this, and that. They be like making sure that I keep my standards high, and they make sure they tell me like, yo, my girl Alicia, nope, he ain't doing that. No, and it's not even on some gold digger stuff. It just be on
it's
some
just a standard of,
it's a standard
just
of
don't
what you
settle
accept.
for, right. And when it comes to matters of the heart, I tell everybody, no matter who you are.
My friends over there,
don't settle.
Her friends, girl, you got to put it on her, keep them coming back.
It's a whole different.
It's a whole different type of nauseating type of. The way to get over one is to get underneath another. Like, girl,
unheard of.
Get away from me.
Get away from me. It's different, and unfortunately, it comes. You know, depending on what background you are ethnic wise, it kind of differentiates. So I just feel in the black community, we really need to raise the level. The standard level of what it is that we're accepting when it comes to relationships.
I actually have a blog that says the hardest thing in the world is to teach, for me, and I'm sorry, I know you're the race thing, because I know sometimes I can go there too.
Yeah.
So we have the same problem, is to teach a black woman how to hold her head up.
Mm.
The most fight or pushback I get is when I'm trying to say, no, you shouldn't accept that. No, that's not how you're supposed to be treated. It's like trying to instill that type of, you know what I mean, prideful standards. The hardest thing is to talk to them about that.
It's very hard because it's been decades that it's been like this. It's, you know, like they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You know, when you've been doing something, it's hard to break those kind of habits. You've been doing it your whole life. You're not going to change tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but it has to start somewhere, because at the end of the day, the same thing that we're talking about, some people might, you know, frown upon it or be like, or whatever. But these are the same people who, if you have kids, you would tell your kids the same thing, though.
Yeah.
So why not apply it to yourself?
Why not apply it to yourself? And
you know,
especially for women, when you have kids, you need to walk in that. For them to see it.
Yeah.
You have to walk into it. I don't even know how to stress that.
It's so important.
It's so important. Like, these little girls.
It's crazy. And, you know, but like I said, that's a whole nother show. Trust and believe we are going to get into that heavily on in the next 2 weeks. That's going to be the topic. I don't know if it's going to be next week. It might be. You guys are going to have to stay tuned to find out.
Yes.
But one thing I want to mention, too, I was reading Firstladyspeakz blog. If you guys need to get on with her blog, because she goes in and what she says is the real deal Holyfield. Like, she lets it be known.
Don't ask me when I'm gonna have kids.
It's real. It's real stuff.
Don't ask me that stuff. Ask me when I'm gonna get married.
Right.
Ask me about my career, like how that going. Don't ask me about no kids.
Right. It's the real deal. You know, some people might hate it, but some people might respect it.
If it happens, if I get pregnant tonight and it happens, then it happens. But it's not what I'm planning for. So I hate when people ask me about it. That's my thing.
Right.
Because that's not being an adult. You know what I mean? You plan. You're supposed to be responsible. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes the baby and the baby carriage. Let's get back to that.
Thank you. That man. Wow.
Let's get back to it. So ask me about that.
Right.
Because then I'll truthfully tell you, I can't wait to have a kid. But it has to be, and I'm trying to be the right way. If it happens, it happens. But I'm trying my best to have it happen the right way.
Man, you guys better get familiar with Firstladyspeakz.
And I walk in my truth. I walk in this.
You know,
I walk in it.
She woke up like this.
No, you didn't.
I woke up like this.
I told you I'm a Beyonce stan. But people misunderstood that song. Did you hear the part in the song? I want everyone to feel the way I feel. Mm-hmm. I woke up like this. I'm flawless.
Right.
Like, I don't even think people listen to the African woman that was who spoke on the record, who was talking about being a feminist. Like, it's not a bad word.
What's not a bad word?
Feminist. It's not a bad word. It's about the what she said, socially and economic success of women.
Okay.
Because we just talked about, we feeling Martha Coakley having a hard time in Massachusetts because it seems like we're so hard. That's what being a feminist is. It's being like, why are you so hard on me because I'm a woman and not on a man?
Right.
So it's not because I hate men. That's not what it's about. It's about wanting to see the betterment of women as much as men. We still don't get paid as much as men.
That's true.
So there's no reason why we all, or anyone who cares about women problems, aren't feminists. So I don't know.
No, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you on that. That's another topic of its own too.
Yeah.
That's something that we definitely got to talk about.
Exactly.
'Cause that's a major issue. Ha.
Stop letting these jobs tell you to be humble. Know your worth and know what to ask for.
Definitely know your worth.
Until I do a lot of reading. I read articles all the time. It's like, I feel, you got to be humble, and which I believe in being humble, but people don't use it the right way. I humble myself right now. I took a lower paying job because I knew where I wanted to get, so I'm working to get there.
Yeah.
So I humbled myself to do what I have to do in the meantime. Don't think it means humble yourself and accepting less in a situation when you worth so much more.
Right.
So I think people use it in the wrong way.
That actually goes. It's funny you say that. I just actually got a new job myself, and I wasn't. I mean, don't get me wrong. The pay's not bad at all. However, for the title that I was given for the position, when I looked it up online, these people were making a lot more
to do
than
that.
So I had a talk with my mom and my uncle, and they were like, Shay, you just
Stay
take the
in there
job.
right now.
Just learn. And I'm like, but look at what these people are making.
Because you're not going to get it from them.
hard-headed.
I'll be completely honest. You're not going to probably get it from them.
You probably get it from the next
And that's
one,
what people
once
make
you
that
gain the
mistake. Don't let
experience.
people think, because I read an article that says the main problem, we probably should talk about this in depth, that people aren't getting the money that they deserve because you stay on jobs too long. You think you should be 15, 20 years. You're never going to get the money that you're going to get if you make sure you get your skills you need, get out of there and go somewhere else, and then renegotiate what you want.
Right.
That's how you're going to get your money, because
That's
if you
true.
stay in a position, 5%? 5% is what you more than likely will get when you go in for your review for the next year.
Okay.
You get
At
what I'm
staying
saying?
at the
It's
same
staying
job.
at the same job.
Right.
Whereas if you negotiate somewhere else and just build there, with that said, people are like, oh, your pension plans and your savings plan. Well, you have to be creative and go outside and get that on your own. But that doesn't mean stay in a position for 18 years
Right.
and you're not getting all the money
Your
you can
worth.
get. Yeah. So I met a
Exactly.
lady who worked for the state. She says, I stayed too long.
Yeah.
She says, I'm older now and I'm about to retire, but she said, I can honestly say that was my biggest mistake. I should have moved around and I would have gotten more going somewhere else. So please be on the line. Look at what jobs pay.
Right.
I research salary.com all the time.
Yep.
Pay attention to the way jobs are written up, because that should be the same language you should be using in your resumes. That's how you're going to catch somebody's eye.
That's true.
I will use those same bulletins they put on a job summary
Right.
in my resume.
That's right.
Because they write it.
Exactly.
Come on now. They write it. And
Right.
that's, people look at me and it's like, oh, you think no, I'm just trying to be
You're trying to
common
market
sense.
yourself.
I'm trying to use that common sense.
Right.
They write up the job summaries. Use those bulletins and word it. Use the same type of wording, and it's gonna catch their eye. So
That's how you market yourself. It's all about marketing. And if you're trying to promote, if you're gonna promote yourself, you got to promote yourself the best way possible.
yeah.
So it's so important, because like I said, like the position I was given was product manager and / trainer. And when I looked at what product managers were making, I'm like, and I looked at my offer sheet and I'm like, something's not right here. But then, after the discussion with my family, they were like, you know what, but you've never been a product manager. The skills that come with that, you don't have those
They
yet.
are right.
And I was like, yeah, you're right. So if I'm going to require or request
Next
this,
time going around, you know where to go with it.
and now I can add the skills to it.
Exactly.
So, so I did take the position. I like I said, I can't sneeze at what I'm being paid at, but when if I'm compared to somebody else,
And
but
that
that somebody
sucks,
else
though,
could
when you
have
start
the
to do
skills.
that. Doesn't it suck when you
It
start to
does.
think
It's
put
like,
that money out there? Like,
Right. It's like,
ooh,
I could be making so much.
me holding in there for 2 years. I'm
Hey, you
outta
just gotta
here.
have a plan, though.
You gotta have a plan. I don't
Gotta
think
have a
people
plan.
people always say to me like it's a bad thing. And
It's not.
Sorry, in my community, why are you always moving around and doing so much? I said, so where does staying still get you? I'm always trying to get new skills and do different
You
things.
have to.
I do bartending.
Yeah.
I do coat check for some of these club promoters. Like,
Right.
I do it all. Like, and that's to me humbling myself because
Right.
getting what I need in different ways. Like, I suggested to a friend one time that do coat check.
Mm-hmm.
She turned up her nose. Like,
I'm
not
too
doing
good for that or something.
Then I found out she turned up them legs.
Right.
Like, come on, girl. Go somewhere.
Right.
Like, what? You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
humbling yourself.
It really is. But not everybody is at that level where they really fully understand that. And that's what humbling yourself is.
That is what humbling yourself
Gotta
is.
do what you gotta do.
Got what you gotta do. Yes.
You know? So, I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt, folks. Don't get mad. It's food for thought.
Yes.
You
Can't be
know?
mad. I mean, we all have different opinions, and all you can do is just try to me, I always I love hearing and being around people with different opinions, because if you can speak on it, then you can teach on it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So a lot of times, if you can't teach on it, usually it's ignorance. You can't spread ignorance.
Yeah, don't do that.
You know, you can't spread ignorance. That's not, nobody's gonna fall for that.
That's
so
not helping at all.
that it is what it is type of, keep that to yourself.
That's not good at all. Not one bit. So so we are going to wrap it up. We got about 7 minutes left. What else did we need to? Oh yeah, well, we didn't really finish up too much of the sports. I want to give a shout out to the Celtics, even though they lost their last game. They won their first one in a major way. So that's my
Shout out.
favorite Boston team.
My second baby daddy, if I do decide to start having kids and
Who?
stuff.
Rondo.
Number 9. Love me some Rondo.
That's the dude right there
Yeah.
doing his thing.
You know who I met, though, did I tell you, from
Who?
the Celtics? I mean, he's not playing anymore. Antoine Walker, I told you that.
Oh, okay.
Great
Yeah,
dude.
he had some issues with gambling.
Listen, he's a nice dude, though.
He is cool, but he's
But,
I
you know,
think too nice. I think I heard he was giving money away at one point.
But that's why, I mean, that's what we talked about. We were in the club, like when it was District downtown,
Mhm.
because now, you know, it's Savor.
It's Savor, yeah.
Check them out. Cool spot. But District, we were there, and I was like, yo, can I tell you I appreciate, because remember he did that ESPN show about, they were talking about how you go from being rich to
His
broke.
real life, yep.
Yeah,
30 for
so
30
I
or
was
something like
like,
that.
how did that happen? I was like, I really appreciate you putting that out there. I said, most people wouldn't.
Mhm.
He says, you know what? People didn't understand. He was like, I'm the one. You know, you grow up with your boys and y'all like, I can't wait. If I make it, we all
make it, right.
He was like, you know, once you make that allegiance and you are the one that makes it. And you hear Drake even talks about the pressure of being the one that made it amongst all your friends.
Yeah, right.
And so what happens is you feel responsible, or you want to help people because you feel like, you know, you've been blessed, so you want to bless others.
Right.
But at the same time, you know, what we don't do is set up boundaries, and he didn't do that with himself. So, you know, what's reasonable? Because what is that old saying that you can give someone a fish, but really it's teaching them how to fish is what's going to maintain them.
So true.
What happened was he was given. He didn't teach people, like, run my businesses or go to school, or, you know what I mean?
Right.
If you really cared about your people, put them in that direction, you know, go to
Exactly.
school or something like that. He didn't do that. And he was like, you know, I opened up so many businesses where you're playing what? How many games is in a season?
82.
82 games in one season. And then you have your camps and stuff that you're doing. I didn't have time to go see how these businesses were ran or
Yeah.
making sure that they ran to
But you
my
have to,
standards.
though.
But he was like, you don't have time. You just think that this money never going to run out. You got this business over there. You got people in place. That he said, I didn't have time to make sure everything was right. And before I knew it, money was gone.
Yeah, that's what happens. You got to have that. Otherwise, don't invest. That's your money. That's your hard earned.
Your money's gone.
You know what I mean?
Your basketball wife, Evelyn
All
Lozada's
them
gone.
gone. Oh, man.
And let me tell you, be clear. He done. He done with this.
Yeah.
He done with the minority women, because when I seen them,
Yeah.
it was nothing but blancos and
Yeah.
and
He's
Hindu
moved-
girls
he's
around.
moved
Like,
on to
like
the
he's
other
he's-
side.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you know,
But,
whatever
you know,
floats his boat.
Yeah, whatever floats his boat. Nigga,
Right.
he was done with the gold diggers.
But you gotta be wary of that. Like, what's his? That's why.
But I think we get a bad stigmatism for that gold digging stuff, because I'm feeling like the other side white women are doing it just as much now. Like Tim Duncan's wife, there's
Women
a lot
in
of
general.
them. Women are,
That's
but
their
they
come
go
up sometimes.
for the money because because for some reason I feel like black men let their guard down, right? With them,
Yeah.
and with us prenup to the max. You getting this and this and my you like they make sure they suited up with us. But
Yeah.
them, little Becky come around,
It's a whole different story.
whole nother story. You done married her and then get
I don't know what to say about that one. But there are some men like that. There's one they showed. He's not famous, but he average dude. I think I forgot how much he won, but he won the lottery, and he posted a picture.
His living, was it the one where he wasn't even married? It was his like common law. She went and pulled out the common law and wanted half of the ticket.
I didn't hear that.
It was a lottery, so she was like, "I'm your common law wife, and you need to break me off," because he had dumped her when he won the lottery.
Oh wow.
Do you believe anybody deserves half of anybody's anything?
No, you don't. I do not. The only time I feel you deserve half of somebody's earnings or whatever it is that they receive is if you've literally been there with that person.
To me, Juanita Jordan was the only one who I felt like
Someone like her,
yeah.
yes. Or even Shaq's wife. Like, or even like a Michelle Obama. Like, these are women who, when you were at nothing.
Well, Shaq was at something when he met her.
No, I heard. I think they weren't they together from
met
college?
Her on a red carpet event because she used to work in the entertainment field. I guess she was like a producer or something.
Why did I hear they met in college? No.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Right,
so
but
scratch
he
that
met her
one.
early on. Like he wasn't like you know what I mean.
Was he in the NBA when you met
Yeah.
her? Oh, I thought he was still in college at LSU. Okay, well, I guess then that goes that
But she
says
was
a
with him
lot.
from the beginning though.
She
But he
was
did
in
all
it.
the cheating, so
He did. So I guess they figured it out. But
yeah,
he
I
still
don't
has
believe
a lot
that
of
half.
money.
Like when I thought Vanessa Bryant was gonna get half of Kobe if they broke up, I was like, that's a bad.
That is a hit and a half. Like that's just
When your mama, you done fell out with your whole family over this girl because they wanted you to get a prenup and you said no, and it's all about to come fruition with you. You know what's the worst feeling when your mom tells you not to do something and you go against it and then
It all blows
everything she said happened.
right. That's when it's like, how
That's
do
why they
you
still
save
together.
face? Who, Kobe and Dame? I mean, they've been together since high school, though. They've been in it for a minute. They've been in it for a minute.
Who,
Kobe and his wife.
Well, no.
They've been together since high school.
No.
Yeah.
Remember, he got drafted after high school. He got drafted after high school into the NBA.
Right, but he met her. They went to the same high school.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm telling you.
She's from California.
We got to Google.
She's from California. You know he's from Philadelphia, but he was an Army brat, so he spent time in Germany and overseas. No, not an Army brat. His father played
In the
basketball
NBA.
overseas.
Right.
So he grew
in the
up.
NBA, I think.
I don't think, but I think the last of
Kobe,
his career.
something Bryant.
Jelly Bean Bryant
Jelly
or
Bean,
something.
Right.
But no, they didn't go to the same high school.
I would have sworn we're about
He
to
got
find out right
drafted
now.
out of Philadelphia. He was dating a black girl who found out that he was marrying this girl behind her back. Is this a wager? Are we making a wager?
Are we
on
making a
the
wager?
table talk?
Are we gambling on live air?
No, you're paying for drinks. It's not gambling.
But I would have sworn he met her in high school because I was
Look it
listening to
up.
the stories.
You know he went to Philadelphia, right?
Yeah, he's from
You know
Philly.
she's from California.
I don't know where she's from.
She's from California.
But I would have, because I know they've been together since for like ever.
Well, it's not too long after he graduated. I think it was 2 years he was in the league.
Because he came right after high school. In
Yeah, I think he was
96, he was 17, 18 when he got drafted.
Yeah, I think they got married 2 years him being in the league. Because remember, I think he was like Brandy's prom date or something.
Oh, you are absolutely right. But I think was that because he was single, or was that just like he was granting her wish kind of thing?
He wouldn't have met. He wouldn't have been able to go out with Brandy if he was with the Vanessa girl.
Let me see. Oh, of course it's gonna give me the whole. I have to do this whole little thing. Cool. Well, you know what? What we're gonna do is we're gonna get back to you with that information.
Yes, but, I'm just gonna tell you, I'm a female, so I'm right. So that's what it is.
I'll let you have that for now. That I think you might be right on that because I didn't even know where she was from.
Yeah, she's from California.
It does say yes that she is. It says here Kobe got his first tattoo in her honor. It's a crown with her name and 2 angel wings, and I'm not a big fan of that at all. I don't care. I will never. The only female's name I'll get on my body is my daughter's.
I hear that.
I will never get a female's name on my body because you never know what's gonna happen. I don't care who you are. I don't care if I was dating Kelly Rowland, Alicia Keys. You will not see your name on my body unless you're my daughter. No.
I don't even understand if you're not even married. I mean, maybe if you I think it's cute when people do like a matching like ring tattoo.
That's different.
Or forever, like forever,
Right.
or something like that.
That what I would do. I would honestly, I might even do that because I thought that was cool when people did the matching wedding band tattoos. That's dope.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, because I'm not a big fan of divorce. I feel like whenever I get married, that's it. We're gonna work it out. So, but that wedding band tattoo, unless you put my name on it on your hand, that's when maybe I'll probably do that.
Well, I had
but
a friend.
other
She
than
had
that,
did the date in the year. Like it was a wedding band, but in the wedding band was the date in the year that they got in Roman numerals.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome. I don't mind that. Like I would never take it to what's his name's level, Nick Cannon, when he put
that was
giant.
crazy.
And now look at them. That's the whole point. And did you see the tattoo of his name? She got his name was like a little inky dink, and hers was like big twin tower letters on his back. I'm like, dude, come on. I mean, ugh.
I mean, you think
Never.
they're ever gonna say what happened or why they divorced? I know they said she's a real private person. She doesn't really, and he's not. But I think, to me, how do you marry somebody you know? Everybody know how his mouth. He's always been that way. He's always said whatever. He does a show Wildin' Out where he talks about his own and people poke fun like. But I mean, it is disrespectful. Why are you married and talking about your exes that you smash and talking about your list of conquests?
When you're married, right?
Like when you're married, like why is that even like?
I think that's part of why they had the
it's
trouble.
Childish. It's
Not
childish.
only that, I think maybe something. I think there might have been some infidelity,
You think so?
and I think that might have come out.
You think he's getting with Amber?
I heard some stuff happen.
Cause listen, you just popped on the public that you're gonna manage Amber, but then you throw her a surprise birthday party. Let me tell you something. As a woman, that's detailed. That's personable.
Right.
Surprise, not even just a birthday party, a surprise birthday party.
Right.
So that's.
And then she was over there with Wiz Khalifa. Like, what's going on with that?
What's
like,
wrong with Wiz? Why has he got purple hair and wearing tights?
Yeah, he's wearing Amber's clothes.
Why is that acceptable?
I don't understand. And it's not just him. Lil Wayne is on that. Ugh. That's a whole, and I touched on that too. There was a law I read last show that passed in Florida. One of the councilwomen out there, she got a law passed that said if you're caught wearing your pants, I believe it's 3 or 4 inches below your waistline to where your shorts or your underwear is showing that much. If you're caught out in public, on the sidewalk, public parks, in front of people establishments, things like that, you're going to be fined. First you get fined, I think it's $500, and then you can get jail time. And I'm like, they need to bring that law up here. They need to pass that law.
Well, that's so funny. When I had the opportunity at a town hall meeting with NAACP, I met Marty Walsh.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things I had talked to him about was like, I felt like it should be implemented in our schools.
Yes.
And I said, it probably would gradually have to be done because I don't think you can start right now with those or in high school. But I said, if you introduce it right now to our elementary school kids and let it, because it's really, if you raise them, the old saying, if you raise them in the way,
right,
they'll
follow it, right.
So if you start them in elementary school where it's not allowed across the board, that in Boston Public Schools, starting with, that you can't wear your pants and show your boxers, then you're not fighting with teenagers to do the right thing.
Right.
It's something that they're used to, something that they know. And I told him, I think that probably my biggest suggestion right now moving forward to set that culture of professionalism starting all the way in elementary school.
Yes.
Like if you're going to go for job interviews, because I believe we have to start talking to these kids. Like if you are going to be going out for jobs and you want, to be picked and looked as professional, pull up your pants.
Right. You can't go to an interview like that.
You can't go to interviews like that. Start talking about things about piercings and tattoos and, wanting to put facial tattoos. I don't have a problem with tattoos, but you can't go tat up your face like Lil Wayne and you can't rap or have a career like Lil Wayne. It just does not make any sense at all.
That is I mean, one person that's part of the not even, I think he was the mayor of that city in Florida said that that the councilwoman, her name's like Mary Rush or something, that she's walking on like sensitive ground because now you're taking away somebody's freedom to expression and things like that. And I didn't agree with that, but I think what he's trying to say is if you start kind of dictating that, then it's going to spill into other things. Because, you know, once you do one thing, somebody's going to come out and be like, well, since you passed this one.
Well, I think he was saying that it's sort of like that edge of, like, where white cops will pull you over because you're driving while driving black, basically, because it could be used to harass black young men in Florida. So it could be used. That's what they're saying, that it opens up that slippery slope of, oh, I could see his pants. Could you really? And it's your word against his word. But then you stop him, and he has some drugs on him, or he has a gun on him, and your reason for stopping him was because of his pants. It becomes a, you know what I mean? Sensitive topic, because you may just use it
as a reason
to harass people,
and that's kind of where he was going with it, you know.
But if we started in the schools, then that's not the case.
Yeah, I see your point.
If you do uniforms, some school has uniforms.
Yeah, they should make all schools have uniforms, but they won't do that.
I don't think so.
You know, public schools, you know, that's why it's public. You know, but they really should make all schools uniform.
Uniform. I don't know about if you can't do uniforms. I remember there was things that you couldn't wear in my school. And they send you home and call your parents. Like, don't come back here with that again. And one of the things should be these Victoria's Secret yoga pants.
Yes.
Listen, why is your little girl going to school with these Victoria's Secret yoga pants that you can see through?
First of all, those things should not be for, like, I don't understand. That's a whole nother topic, but I don't understand why women... If you're wearing
leggings, your shirts need to come past your butt because you need to cover your butt a little bit. I don't understand.
I just don't understand why females will wear that out in public, especially the ones where you know that your God-given physical attributes are at a level that most people don't have it, and you got the nerve to put on these yoga pants to go to Shaw's or Walgreens and then get mad when brothers be like, whoa, oh my goodness, what do you get? This is what you're showing though. Oh my God, don't even get me started on that one. At one point, I thought those things should be banned from the public. Like, you cannot wear those outside, and then especially when you don't have anything underneath them. Sometimes it looks like you're just out there.
I've been seeing a lot of half shirt wearing.
It's crazy
out here in these streets.
And then you got the women who will wear it that shouldn't be wearing it because the body doesn't complement the outfit. It's like the yoga pants are struggling to, like, hold on. It's like,
see, and that's where we need to. You can cover up and still be classy, because I know for me, when I go out, the attention I get is usually because they're like, yo, you look so different. Because I ain't halfway naked, but you know what I'm saying? I'm classy and I put thought into it and stuff like that, so it makes me stand out. So, I mean, at the same time, I understand. It's hard because you got to be competitive in the sense of, you know, everybody wants to go out and look their best.
That is not the best. That is, you just threw on some yoga pants and left out. There was no effort in that at all. That's like next to the pajama pants.
You know what they're going to say? I'm trying to get a man, okay? All that you talking is nothing.
You ain't going to get no man. You're going to get what comes with the man. You might get the man, you ain't keeping him, though. For all the wrong reasons. But anyway, that's how we do here at the dinner table. Anything goes.
Yeah.
But we're about to wrap up because it's already our time. And you already know we're here from 7 to 9 every Sunday. Step Up Radio 105. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The number to call at any time is 617-419-6737. Shout out to the man, Sean Hype himself, Step Up Radio CEO. Tune into his shows every Thursday. He has a show called Vibes Ends. One of the hottest shows on the radio right now. If you're into dancehall, soca, Afro beats, that is the show to listen to. You get all the hottest and latest songs out, crazy mixes, you already know. Shout out to my man DJ Hands out there, part of the team doing his thing. I want to give a real special shout out to Firstladyspeakz for joining me here tonight and putting in her 2 cents. It was more than 2 cents. That was like a whole 25 cents and worth every penny of it.
I'm happy to hear that.
So I hope she comes back and join us here. And our show today was brought to you by the wonderful creators of Lay's and Doritos chips.
Yes.
Coca-Cola.
You just can't eat one.
You just can't have one, you know? I had the Cool Ranch because I'm such a Cool Ranch kind of guy.
Weight of my heart is just some plain Lay's potato chips. You can get the classics or the wavies. Okay?
Y'all heard?
I'm just saying.
I hope y'all gentlemen heard. That's what the
Lay's.
First Lady Speaks likes.
Lay's potato chips in the blue moon.
In the blue moon. You know, at the dinner table, we got to have some kind of food going. So we'll see what's going to be up there for tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, next week.
Yes, next week.
We might have some apple pie or something. We got the holidays coming.
Yes.
So we might get some turkey.
Okay.
So tune in next week, y'all. We don't have the topic yet, as you already know. We keep it.
We can do something
open.
controversial next
It's always
week.
controversial.
Yeah.
It's always something. You know, it's always food for thought. Take it with a grain of salt. You know, they got to do the dishes themselves.
I hear that.
So, but we always have the topic usually by Wednesday, Thursday. If you haven't friended us on Facebook yet, hit us up at The Dinner. One word. Table is the second word. You'll see the logo is I believe Morgan Freeman is talking to a young man, and the caption says "Invest in yourself."
And what's your sister's phone number?
And my sister's phone number.
I'm talking about Morgan Freeman, but that's another topic.
Oh. Well, the only phone number I know is the phone number to the station, 617-419-6737. You know, some of you might have my personal, but I'm not airing that out on air. If you have it, good for you. You can use it. But, so yeah, we're going to...
You can hit me up on Twitter, Firstladyspeakz. That's F-I First Lady and then Speaks with a Z. So that's my name on Twitter, and that's also my name on Instagram.
Nice. Yeah. I got to hit you up on Instagram.
Yeah.
So y'all better get familiar with her blog.
Yeah, it's coming. Like I said, I've been writing. I haven't been posting a lot, but it's I'm not holding back, so it's good.
Nice. All right, folks. So we're gonna leave you with it's a hype up dance song. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my Caribbean folks out there, all my party people. You know, we always give you a mixture of everything on here, music wise, and so thank you again for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Welcome to the remix. D1. Dick, dick, dick. El Rey. D.O. Danza Kuduro. Welcome to the remix. D1. Dick, dick, dick. El Rey. D.O. Arcán en la maravilla. No fallamos, boy. Lucenzo. You are listening to the Millionaire Voice Club remix. La mano arriba, cintura sola. Da media vuelta. Danza Kuduro. No te canses ahora, esto solo empieza. Mueve la cabeza, danza Kuduro. La mano arriba, cintura sola. Da media vuelta, danza Kuduro. No te canses ahora, esto solo empieza. Mueve la cabeza, danza Kuduro. Bailando me robó la atención desde el momento en que la vi. Una nena latina muy fina de esas que me gustan a mí. Ay, es puro veneno cuando lo mueve. Como un trueno, va ganándome con su bella danza. Sin jugar yo le dije así: peligro, mucho cuidado, porque salimos de aquí zafado. Nadie en la pista se ve cansado, tiene el tigre acelerado. Duro, morena, conmigo te pega de lado a lado, de lado a lado. Con la mano arriba, cintura sola, da media vuelta, danza Kuduro. No te canses ahora, que esto solo empieza. Mueve la cabeza, danza Kuduro. La mano arriba, cintura sola, da media vuelta, danza Kuduro. No te canses ahora, que esto solo empieza. Mueve la cabeza, danza Kuduro. Hoy, 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 es pa' quebrar Kuduro. Vamos a danzar Kuduro. Hoy, 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 hoy. Seja morena, loira, vem balançar Kuduro. Hoy, hoy, hoy. Quero dar-te beijo, sentir teu desejo. Vem comigo dançar. Sentir o teu corpo, te abraçar de novo. Quero te ver balançar.
Una danza que yo no conozco, pero como quiero bailarla. Caminar en la arena, por la playa serena, haría todo para conquistarla. Que se olvide la pena, mami, dejen el estrés, que donde bailan uno pueden bailar tres. Hasta bien.
tú crees. Bailemos kuduro al derecho, al revés. Rápido, lento, suave, también duro. Bailemos kuduro, tú y yo en lo oscuro. Y dice lento, lento, rápido, seguro. Bailemos kuduro, tú y yo en lo oscuro, mamá. Hey, Alex.
Hey, Alex. Estamos rompiendo durísimo. Welcome to the Millionaires Boys Club.
Esto solo empieza. Mueve la cabeza. Danza kuduro.
D.Y.
Mano arriba. Cintura sola.
Acá en la maravilla. Luchazo. El orfanato. Por donde tú no vienes.
Mueve la cabeza. Danza kuduro.
El rey. Danza kuduro. Let them know. Y aquí están los más duros. Tic tic. Insuperable. Tic tic. Inigualable. Tic tic. Como slow. Insoportable.
Know you've been hurt by someone else. Could tell by the way you carry yourself. If you let me, here's what I'll do. I'll take care of you. I've loved and I've lost.
I've asked about you and they told me things, but my mind didn't change and I still feel the same. What's a life with no fun? Please don't be so ashamed. I've had mine, you've had yours, we both know. We know, they won't get you like I will. My only wish is I die real, cause that truth hurts and those lies heal. And you can't sleep thinking that he lies still, so you cry still, tears all in a pillowcase. Big girls all get a little taste out, pushing me away so I give her space out. Dealing with a heart that I didn't break, I'll be there for you, I would care for you. I keep thinking you just don't know, trying to run from that, say you're done with that. On your face, girl, it just don't show. When you're ready, just say you're ready. When all the baggage just ain't as heavy and the party's over, just don't forget me. We'll change the pace and we'll just go slow. You won't ever have to worry, you won't ever have to hide, and you'll see all my mistakes, so look me in my eyes.
Cause if you let me, here's what I'll do. I'll take care of you. I've loved and I've lost.
It's my birthday, I get high if I want to. Can't deny that I want you, but I lie if I have to. Cause you don't say you love me to your friends when they ask you, even though we both know that you do, you do. One time been in love, one time you and all your girls in the club, one time also convinced that you're following your heart, cause your mind don't control what it does sometimes. We all have our nights though, don't be so ashamed. I've had mine, you've had yours, we both know, we know. You hate being alone when you ain't the only one. You hate the fact that you bought the dream when they sold you one. And you love your friends, but somebody should've told you something to save you. Instead they said, tell me I don't care if you hurt. I don't tell you you don't care if you're true. Tell me
Know you've been
Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up, first shot, hip strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, nope, y'all can't copy yet. Glad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music, I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT shit hustling. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track bustin'. Halfway across that city with the back crush shit. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Now, can I kick it? Thank you, yeah, I'm so damn grateful. I grew up really wanna go fronts, but that's what you get when Wu-Tang raised you. Y'all can't stop me, go hard like I got an 808 in my heartbeat. And I'm eating at the beat like it gave a little speed to a great white shark on shark. We raw, time to go off, gone. Deuces goodbye, I got a world to see. And my girl, she wanna see Rome. Caesar make you a believer, nah, I never ever did it for a throne. That validation comes from giving it back to the people. Now, sing this song and it goes like, raise those hands, this is our party. We came here to live life like nobody was watching. I got my city right behind me. If I fall, they got me. Learn from that failure, gain humility, and then we keep marching.
Can we go back? This is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
the Harlem Shake.
Black nuts now we there so cook it pan the big once again. Cook it pan the big once again.
Mr. Give me, that's the love and I. To my girl, that's the love and I. To my girl, Auntie, give me. Mr. Give me. My baby, give me. Auntie, give me. Mr. Give me. My baby, give me. She give me dirty loving all night long, yeah. Me say she give me all night long. Auntie, give me. Mr. Give me. My baby, give me. Auntie, give me. Mr. Give me. My baby, give me. She give me dirty loving all night long, yeah. Me say she give me all night long. My baby give me sweet love, yes. Anytime she come around, she hold me tight. No, she a the apple of my eye, she a me sight. In a me world, she shine, she a me light. Anytime she come around, she make me feel bright. No bag of boy, she put a sand down on this. Anytime, any day, boy, we run this. We no care about them bad man people. I waka. I go many places. Girl, I see many faces. But I see no other girl like you. So I say, Nana biko. No other girl feel me like you. Nana biko. No other girl feel me like you. Auntie, give me. Mr. Give me. My baby, give me. Auntie, give me. Mr. Give me. My baby, give me. She give me dirty loving, oh no. She say she give me dirty loving. So when the minute I'm messed up, see she come around and bit a chest up for me. Then I'm the man who make her walk around. That's the way she sweep me off the ground. I for every king they talk with some youngster loving, some money and Clyde type of loving. For every king they talk with some youngster loving, someone to steal your hope like Robin. But man, me don't know where you come from. Yeah, looking sexy like that. Your beauty radiates all over the place. Let's say you light up the world like that. Yeah, woman, you're dark and lovely. Me simple like the way you love me. So you know now from the way me flow now that you will always be my baby. Auntie, give me. Mr. Give me. My baby, give me. Auntie, give me. Mr. Give me. My baby, give me. She give me dirty loving all night long. She give me all night long. I'm Mr. Ding Dong. What I say? When she's on my long john, baby come on in Chinese like Ching Chong. And she never like to stop on the long run. Wow, like a calabar girl, she greet me. Bro, that's a song. Cause she like the way me dong. Bad man never stop all night long. Bad man blessing her all night long. I waka. I go many places. Girl, I see many faces. But I see no other girl like you. So I say, Nana biko. No other girl feel me like you. Nana biko. No other girl feel me like you. Auntie, give me. Mr. Give me. My baby, give me. Auntie, give me. Mr. Give me. My baby, give me. She give me dirty loving all night long, yeah. Me say she give me all night long. And she give me. Me say she give me. My baby give me. And she give me. Me say she give me. My baby give me. She give me dirty loving all night long, yeah. Me say she give me all night long.
Firstladyspeakz. I got one more problem with you, girl. Hey.